that song sucks.
Shouldn't have made that.
What were they thinking?
Oh, what's on the to-do list for today?
Oh, I didn't make one. I did have a funny thought though.
What, we let the moon fall again?
If you look at our tracker, we can make a line of the masks we haven't gotten. So like here, here, here,
Yeah.
and here. So I want to get these two, and then this one. Which I think is possible. Let's see. Yeah, Mailman's Mask and Keaton Mask we can get, and then oh, not the couple's mask, and then the Mask of Truth. Do I have to? That's the other Skulltula house. Okay, so first on the agenda, it looks like it's to play the Song of Inverted Time.
Well, I think normally when we end a stream, we end it with what we're going to be doing on the next day, but we didn't have that chance last night.
No, that kind of kind of got ran over by a little bit of a sad train. I suppose
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is getting hit by a bus and 1 is getting hit by a sad train.
It was more of a sad bus. It would be worse if it was like the file got corrupted, right?
Oh god.
There's still
that
time.
one we just play a
crossed.
VOD from a previous year and don't even fucking
Yeah.
attend our own stream.
Let's play the VOD from next year. That one will go way faster.
Oh, did you end up listening to that whole Brendan Lee Mulligan interview last night?
Yeah, I listened to the Lou Ferrigno one and the Matthew Mercer one. Yeah, they said that thing about the stuff, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it was alright.
Do you ever watch or consume something and then have like you could discuss things that happened in it if somebody else brought it up, but you have like no recollection of what was spoken about? I remember like one thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I think as well, the older I get, I don't know. I think I realized.
You're pretty old now.
I'm like 7.
Wow. That's real.
Getting up there.
Getting up there in the fucking cookie jar.
I think for a long time, it only clicked with me a couple months ago when I was getting back into reading by audiobooks and I was listening to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Yeah.
I was reading something on Reddit about it, the books, and they were like, well, I didn't realize any of this until I read it a 3rd time.
Jesus.
And I think I've had this expectation of my first time through things, whether it be videos, games, or movies, to retain a lot more than is reasonable to retain.
True.
At least for me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Movies especially.
Yeah. What is it they say? Hold on, which one of these do I go to? This one. They say like 50% of memory is repetition or something like that.
Yeah. Hi, Dustin.
Oh, yeah, what up? I was hiding my chat. How you doing? Oh, God. He's gotten out of power. Yeah, I felt bad. Somebody recommended a book, and I read it, and then I was like, I really like that book. I like the book.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Do you remember in chapter 4 when this happened? No.
What did you think about chapter 7? It's like, oh, chapter 7. I liked and or did not like it. What did you think?
Yeah.
Man. Like the book I'm actually referring to is the book about sleep, and I was like, read it all the way through, and I remember things from it from time to time, but yeah, that book was like 200 pages. What happened in the rest of it? Maybe I took a nap.
I think committing to memory too, because like when I'm going through a game or a movie or something for the first time, short term, if I'm really paying attention, like right after or like a while after, I can recall for a while, but it's not, fully committed to memory. Like with Yakuza so far, I've got 9 hours, and I'm pretty. Given my shitty explanation of the whole Dragon Quest thing to you earlier, I'm scrambling trying to tell you why it's cool, but like
Nailed it.
plot-wise, I could relay most of it. But
Yeah.
like The Hobbit, I listened and finished that a couple months ago. And like, there's still some moments that if somebody was like, "Remember this battle?" I could be like, "Yeah, yeah, maybe."
Sure. I think it
Seems
also helps
bigger.
if you consume it over time instead of all at once.
Yeah. I was surprised, because doing
My
audiobooks.
cake.
Oh, I eat cake. I fucking devour it. There is no
Cake
overtime.
slut.
Oh, maybe. I was surprised how much I was able to retain using it to fall asleep. Where, like, I would listen to it until I noticed I wasn't following along much anymore,
Right.
and then I'd turn it off and go to sleep. I was surprised how much I was able to retain. I think I only ever fell asleep with it still going once, and I was restarting the Lord of the Rings, and I fell asleep at like chapter 1 and then woke up and it was on like chapter 8. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
But
That's the worst part is the day after trying to find out where the hell you left off.
I like
There's spiders everywhere in this fucking place, and I'm largely going on sound, unfortunately.
oh, no worries. Put the sock back in my mouth, man.
I think I could find most of them. Yes, I'm so smart. Mouth sock again with the mouth sock, right? I forgot about that. That's it. Are you gonna eat a sock too in solidarity, or are you a coward? I get all my sock eating done during the day so that I can have leisure time at night. Oh, you know what? I was told a trick about this. Who said that, by the way?
That was the... Oh, I don't remember his name already. The dude who came in the other night who does randomizers.
Right, yes.
See, that's one thing I'm really bad at is names, but I can remember aspects and things that people have said. Like, I remember him because of that. I remember him because I thought it was funny that it was another duo stream. I don't know what the fuck his name was.
Daniel.
I'm bad with names in real life, too. It sucks.
You'll get better.
Names are just titles.
True. I do think that memory is something you train rather than like something you have. I don't think I have to go up the hallway. So this puzzle gives you a heart piece and a chest at the top, but I don't think there's actually any boys in there. Well, there are some spider boys, but not collectible spider boys. Not klepto spider boys. They'll steal your heart. Probably mall style. Are you kidding me? There's 2 different spider webs here. Much respect. Not there. Here. I think it was there. I heard something. It was so loud. Where did it go? Oh, it's still up there. I was never, the biggest fan of spiders. Even when they drop a gold corpse upon death. I do support that part. Tell me how you feel about this. I was talking to somebody and they were saying, like, I really want to get into a new MMO. And I was like,
oh,
why?
God, here we go again.
I was like, what? I don't think I've ever for a long time, I haven't wanted to get into an MMO. Sometimes it happens, but...
You picked the best person to ask this question. Are you asking that just in general, or because I don't know how strongly I've expressed my ADD when it comes to MMOs. I think I mentioned it the other night. Like, playing them single player I can only do for so long, but I love it.
Right.
I think
think learning them is exhausting. There's so much. There's so many systems you have to get used to, or like little things that aren't how you're used to, and you liked how it used to be in the other game, and
so I think
ham thoughts.
one aspect to it might be I like jumping into a game where
Naked? Oh.
it feels like I am joining something that already is such a large thing and has a I don't,
So you're a bandwagoner.
yes, I love it. I love bandwagoning.
Did you hear the music? It's so cool.
Being a newcomer to something that is greater than myself, like being a low-level player, is fun, and I like. I mean, on a lot of MMOs, weirdly I like the early experience, just to see what they're kind of like. I think a lot of it for me though is because I think it matters because if somebody wants to play another MMO, I assume that there is one they have gotten into, and the first one they really got into that they have spent a long time on, and they want to branch out to other ones, right?
Oh. Okay.
Like, and there's comparing and contrasting, but like, mine was thousands of hours in Final Fantasy, so I think it's fun to try and play other ones. I think in a... Oh, you're still looking for shit, alright.
All good. But yeah, keep going. I just gotta go in this room.
I think to an extent, in doing it, I'm chasing... chasing a high or trying to find one that I will get into as much as the first one I was into, which I don't think is...
realistic?
Yeah, I mean... well, for me, it really... I don't know, I get an urge every couple of months to play an MMO, and I don't want to go back to Final Fantasy. I'm pretty much... Like, that is never on the board of when I'm thinking about wanting to do an MMO again. I am fairly fucking done with Final Fantasy. There's no draw to that one.
You should play old school RuneScape.
Thought about it. There's not an MMO on the market that I've not fucking considered playing.
Damn. What about MMOs that aren't on the market? Have you thought about those?
Absolutely. Dragon Quest X ain't on the market in the US, and you'll be damned if I haven't heavily looked into doing that one.
Is that an MMO?
Yeah, 10 was an MMO in Japan only, and it's still going and has more Japanese players than Final Fantasy XIV does in Japan. Yeah, it's big.
I've actually, the MMOs I've had the most fun with in recent times are ones that like already existed for years in Asia, and they're just bringing them over to the US.
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of fun with Blade & Soul, Lost Ark. There's two off the top of my head. I feel like there was a third. But yeah. I mean, it makes sense because they're not like little piddly ones. They're already fleshed out, and there's a player base that likes playing them already.
That's the same kind of consideration I put into playing an MMO I haven't played before. Like, clearly there's a lot of good stuff going for it. Clearly there's a lot of people who like it.
Good things about Palia. What is that?
Ooh,
I've never heard of that. Because yeah, I mean, the same time that I used to spend standing in a major city in World of Warcraft doing nothing, now I'd spent, like, I've cleared like probably 10 plus single player games this year. So yeah, I could just be, you know, have another 100 hours on my main in WoW, and like legitimately like feel worse from having had just from the time, looking at the time played marker, like.
So okay, I think for me personally, if I'm going to put a main draw down to why I go through so many MMOs and come back to so many of them, um, like WoW, I had a fucking character for almost every class, and I was constantly switching between them. The last time I went through it, I got my warrior to max, but I was still, I think what I enjoy most is like the first 10 to 15 levels in any of these games
Interesting.
on a class I haven't tried before. For some reason, that tips my dopamine like nothing else. In Lord of the Rings, I was the same way. Like, I bought the sub, and the best thing to me about the sub was like unlimited character slots instead of 2 per server.
Oh yeah.
I think Final Fantasy XIV is my first MMO that I got to. Probably has something to do with that because you only need 1 character for every class.
I
don't know.
I've maxed out almost every character in a while.
Yeah.
I find for me the enjoyment is in like the last levels though, like when I really unlocked the potential of a character. That's when it's most fun for me. The first levels where it's like, maybe it's because my first one was WoW, where like the first 15 levels are you get a main damage spell, you get maybe a dot, maybe a self-heal, maybe a CC, and that's like every single character. And all the changes really is the animation effects, so...
Yeah, I think the most fun I have with them is once I get to the point where I have enough unlocked and I have enough skill points and everything to move around to really try to workshop things, and then this is how I was with Guild Wars, where once I was like level 30 or 40 maybe, most of my enjoyment comes from killing a couple mobs, questing or whatever for like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, and really trying to workshop shit when I'm on my road to being max level. Having that grasp before I get to max level is really satisfying.
Yeah.
Even
if I get like a really good feel for a character before max level, maybe this only applies. My most recent character was like a rogue, and it's there's so much going on with rogue, especially since I had never maxed one before, that I got to max level and like looked up builds and tried some of them. I was like, holy shit, this is way better.
That was in a WoW with my warrior, at least with Dragonflight, because I know that kind of thing changes all the time.
We're still in Dragonflight, but
yeah, the choices and concepts I had, because I tried not to look anything up, and tried to do it on my own. I wasn't too far off the mark. But with Dragonflight, it's like there's a handful of talents that, of course, you pick for specific situations. I was not too far off the mark. Guild Wars, I was a clown, dude. And then, like, once you get to Cap, then I like still being able to use that knowledge and things that I had learned on my own to an effective level, instead of going, all right, well, now I have to switch to what works.
Yeah.
Dusted said he likes solving games. Get to the point where you don't really have to play anymore.
I do that about you. Like you talk about what is that one you and Ned used to play? It's not Factorio, Satisfactory or a RimWorld. I guess I don't know if that's one you can do it with. Dude, she's fucking cooking.
That Palia game that he mentioned looks really cool.
Bet. Really, any game. Okay, how would you do that in Majora's Mask? I'm guessing. I mean, you could only apply this like long-term games, right?
I was gonna ask, because I know you played WildStar. I don't know if you've played other MMOs, but I was gonna ask how you'd apply that to an MMO, where you're given a character class and skill trees and such to figure out through your own class. So I think those games you're kind of always having to play. I miss it every day, Ham. There's not a day that goes by. But
I'm a little sad I never got to get too deep into it.
I wanted to get deeper into the raids and dungeons and everything than I did, but I didn't. I just fucking skateboarded around and that was cool.
That's good too. I don't think I ever got past level 10.
Yeah, I figured at some point in the future, yeah, there's gonna be private servers or something like that.
Ooh, sick.
But I figured it will be a while.
Probably.
And if they're anything like WoW private servers, they're gonna be a pain in the ass. But
well, there's some cool things the WoW private servers have done. There's one that what is it? It's like every 2 levels, when normally you would pick a talent, instead you choose a skill from any class. So you can.
that's cool.
Yeah, so you don't play as a class. You have, or maybe you do. Maybe you do for like resource reasons.
Okay, not. I guess what I said wasn't entirely how I feel about them. Not that they're a pain in the ass, but there's something about the more having my experience taken away by how janky something feels. And some are a lot better than others. I mean, I played one that was just fine. Like, it felt like I was playing WoW, and it wasn't like somebody had hobbled something together for it.
I've never actually played it on a private server.
There was one.
I was always too scared.
There's one my friend played that made the whole game into like a deck-based kind of deal. So when maybe it's the one you're talking about, or similar to one you're talking about, where you pick or you get a pool of choices every time you level from every skill. I don't think it was every skill. It was like you were granted a hand and you could pick.
That may have been it. Yeah.
Oh, so okay, so that's why Dusted likes necromancer classes. There's the
play a class where I press one button. Big. You have to press one button. Yeah. You might like Rogue Genesia. It's a little roguelike where it's like Vampire Survivors, but you can really get strong enough to where there's actually a card that increases your damage and damage mitigation while standing still for at least 3 seconds. So you get to the point where you just fucking chill and let all the enemies run into you. Make sure you have enough range to collect all the pickups.
When
Hang out.
to this day, when I first started playing Magic the Gathering, probably where my love for goblins started. I got into the goblin archetype of cards because there's a legendary creature named Krenko, the mob boss.
Krenko
His ability is you tap him, so you make him inactive for the rest of that turn, and for every creature that you have that is at all a goblin type, you double it, and you put tokens, which are just like creatures you create that are not part of your deck, that you put on the board. So every turn you just double the amount of goblins you have. So it gets to a point where once I'm set up, and if I have been allowed to set up, I have 12 goblins, double it, now I've got 24. Jesus. Next turn I have 48. Now, you know.
That sounds balanced.
It was really hard to get going because everybody knew what you were doing, so they're just like, don't let him do it. There's a format for the game where it's easier to do, where it's called Commander, where you have a card in your deck that can be picked out of any card that is a legendary creature type, which he is, that always stays on your board, where you can summon them at any point as long as you have the mana. They get killed, they go back to that zone, and they gain an additional cost, but you can always at least guarantee you get him out.
Yeah.
Whereas in like a standard game, you kind of have to hope or draw him out and then get him out, which at that point...
Yeah. In the World of Warcraft card game, there's a commander. I don't know how it works, but I did get a starter deck set once. And yeah, it comes with like a few big cards that are your commander. What else was I thinking of? Oh my god, I really wish the Karibo fantasy in Yu-Gi-Oh was real. I don't know if it works now, but like there's an episode where he just summons infinite Karibos or whatever, and they explode on the target. But I don't know what fucking Kariba card does that shit.
Hi, Kona. Thank you.
What's up, Kona? Thank you. I'm happy you took the time to handwrite that message. It means a lot. Uh-oh. I have 5 bombs to do this. I'll get it for sure.
Well, can you bring your phone into the shower with you so you can be here
That's what
while
I did.
with it? Yeah.
Oh, to be here. No.
Be here with us while you shower.
Yeah.
We understand if there's water on your hands and when you type a little fucked up. I get it, man.
Hey guys.
Dude, I take my phone into the shower constantly to listen to music. And Discord is so fucking stressful because one little water drop and I'm calling somebody while I'm in the shower.
You take it. Okay, so I I have a bad habit.
No matter
of,
what I'm doing, my life is interrupted by piss. Fucking bullshit.
Well, I guess I have to take this drink first, don't I? Happy affiliate anniversary! Thank you very much.
Oh, we're celebrating tonight.
Yeah, we were wondering. It's cheers. We were wondering whether the anniversary actually happened during Majora's Mask or not.
Pretty cute.
I'm not totally sure.
What were you saying about wet phone?
Wet phone. Yeah. Sometimes with the dopamine, I go to take a shower, and so I'm waiting for the water to heat up. I start watching something on my phone, and then I go ahead and get into the shower, still holding onto my phone while I just sit in the warm water for a second.
Can't be alone with it for 5 fucking seconds. I got it.
There was a week or so where I was like back to back having days where I just sit down in the shower and think and be sad.
Dude, I love those days. Those are.
I was like, this is probably good for me, but also I don't think this is a good norm.
For me, it's always I
Not
never
like
go in.
from Cheers.
I don't know how it is for you, but I'll never go in. Or I'd never go into the shower with the plan to sit down and be sad.
Yeah.
But I'll get in and I'll be in there for a minute, and then I think and I go, dude, I could just fucking encompass myself in being sad if I sat down in here right now and let the water hit me. That'd be cool.
Well, so like I'll be in the shower and I'll just be like thinking depressing shit, and I'll be like, I'm kind of tired of standing up right now. I didn't buy it. It was actually left here by the previous owners. It was actually my dad's. It's my dad's girlfriend's house. But they left these here, and it's like a shower stool.
Yeah.
Gets a good amount of use. I took it out when we had visitors because I was like, I don't know what weird thing they might think this is for, but I don't need that. Where the fuck
I do some of my best thinking in the shower. I know there's. I think. I don't know what it was about, but I'm pretty sure that at one point we had a conversation, or I came. Oh no, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, we had a conversation in the shower.
No, well that was a couple feet apart, so it didn't count.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't gay. That's for sure.
I was like, all right, dude, I'll see you. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then 45 minutes later, I message you and going, I think I know the root of my anxiety as a child.
I've solved it.
Yeah, I did some good fucking brainstorming in there.
Always. And that's the times when you need your phone so you can write it down. Okay. I like this Skulltula house way less than the other Skulltula house. It involves catching a lot of bugs and releasing them in your dirt. And then you can't know if you already got the bugs out of the dirt or not. It's so stupid. Only people take longer hot showers. I wish you'd said hotter. Because yeah, they do. My showers are so hot. Man, so... what do you want again? I totally forget. He's just sleeping here like it's lazy. Oh, don't I have to wake him up somehow? Oh, the Snot of Awakening.
The Snot of Awakening?
The Snot of Awakening. Dude, what I just did was like exactly what they were hoping their players would do when they saw the puzzle. Like, he's sleeping. How do I wake him up? I have a song of waking him up.
And then for once in a blue moon, you felt like you actually played a game successfully. You played how they wanted you to fucking do
The
it.
first time. Feels like the very first time. Sometimes I
always
wonder
have
while playing
that.
Earthbound how they meant you to play it. What were they envisioning here, man? He's hiding. Oh, never mind. Why the fuck did he do that? Has anybody in chat ever played Earthbound? It is my current single player game, and it's kind of once played all the way through poorly. If you beat it, that totally counts. Everything I've found, every time I've been like looking at an Earthbound forum, for one reason or another, people are like, "Well, I didn't do it on my most recent playthrough," and I'm like, "More than one?
Dude, that's how it is for Dragon Quest every fucking time, man.
Why? It's like 100 hours or more."
It's the same shit we were talking about earlier. Of reading books multiple times or watching movies
God.
multiple times. It's like, well, back in 1995 on my 7th playthrough, I discovered I could do it like this, and that's why you should do it like this.
Clearly. I know best. I think I should slow time. Because we've got to try and do this whole Skull House in one. Yeah, Ham, I don't blame you because, what did you think? Because that game is just, it's fluent in one-shots. And it's kind of brutal. So you have some spell effects that you can put on targets that cause them to miss or be asleep or paralyzed or whatever. And the problem is, A, that doesn't avoid a one-shot if they move before you. B, it doesn't avoid a one-shot if your spell doesn't take effect, because there's a billion different types of enemies in the game. And you can spy to see what they're vulnerable to, but that takes a turn. C, what was the first one? If it misses, if they're invulnerable to it, if you go after them, or some enemies like literally just hard counter it. So I started trying to nuke enemies like right off the bat by spending mana. And there's enemies that shield each other. Like this pair of enemies, one of them always spawned, it shielded the other one, and every turn it full heals itself or the other one. And it's so horrid.
In Earthbound, so I think your first point was like status effects and things that you can put on the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I found in the Dragon Quest games that are more, I refrain from saying old and archaic, but like the harder and rigid, more rigid ones.
Yeah.
Because in that game, in the series, a lot of the classes, a lot of the characters will get debuffs to put on the enemies. So like a defense down or an attack up on your party, or something like that. And a lot of the solution always seemed like you have to constantly be using one of those.
Yeah.
And I think it was 11, which is the newest one. It's a weird thing where doing that is mandatory. Like, an entire character's purpose is to spam cast defense down on an enemy so that you have a reasonable time killing it, and I still do not know how to feel about that.
It's a complete debuff or yeah.
Yeah.
I mean not just so classic WoW had stuff like that too. Where or sorry, not exactly like that. Never mind. I was thinking there was old warlock curses that you weren't allowed to use because the boss could only have 10 debuffs on it.
Debuff cap, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, no, don't.
Final Fantasy. They got rid of it in what, 2 or 3 expansions ago.
It's about
God, I fucking wish. Where classes had abilities that would put a debuff on the boss for a specific type of damage, which meant that every raid group needed a Dragoon because Dragoon put a piercing type debuff on the boss so that other classes could benefit from that, or like a slashing debuff. And I mean, that's different. That's an MMO. That's not a turn-based single-player game. But like,
and it's an easy way to make sure that like some classes have a slot.
But like with, you run into a problem too where, I mean, it's not necessarily a problem depending on how the game progresses, but like the Dragon Quest games I've been playing, you get like the mage I mentioned in Dragon Quest IX earlier, who's behind in level. His job is, his turn comes around, he casts agility up on the party. His next turn comes around, he puts defense down on the boss, and then his job is just to refresh those. And it doesn't seem mandatory, though it feels like that will be mandatory at some point. Like Yakuza currently.
It's just the best option anyway.
Yeah, like Yakuza currently, I've got people with abilities who give attack bonuses to my own party members or defense down on enemies, and it does not seem needed now. To me it feels shitty to have those and for them not to really have a purpose, but I know at some point they will probably be very mandatory.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine as
it's
the
like
game
part
progresses.
of strategy, right? But if it's always the answer, it's kind of weird.
Because in my head I go, oh, attack buff for the entire party, that's really good, but really the guy who has it is probably just better off beating somebody's ass on his turn.
Right.
Instead of taking that one turn to do it. And then now I've got...
That's how I feel about my mage.
Yeah. Because now I've got the 4th party member, that lady I've got, she can give attack bonuses to single party members on all of her turns. She can also just give one to herself instead.
I was just... I remember that I read the tooltip on my mage's like attack up and attack down, and it was like, this is most effective if you use it like multiple times. It's like, okay.
That's how Dragon Quest is. Any buff or debuff, like a defense down, the first time you apply it, enemy's defense has decreased a little. If you overlap it, enemy's defense has decreased a lot. It's the same with buffs as well.
So, Unga Bunga is absolutely correct. That's what I want to do. Man, when I play Pokemon, I pick the Pokemon that have the moves that hit the hardest. I don't care if it's 80% accuracy.
Dude, my childhood brain. Defense down, fuck that Hyper Beam every time, dog.
I want Hydro Pump, I want, what's the electricity one? Oh shit. Anyway, I ran that shit on my beach. Anything with 5 PPE that hits really fucking hard, my main party members need one of those. Each of them. But, oh, wasps.
I don't know, it's a hard... Because like I made the joke earlier about I just want the game to play for me and I want to not have to think at all. It's a hard conversation because on one hand, I like the idea of having somebody whose job it is to manipulate both my party for the beneficial. Yeah, but you don't want it to feel mandatory, but you don't want it to feel useless.
Right.
Or pointless. I don't know.
And then, so I thought about like having those abilities on a healer, but then you are seriously in danger of just falling behind the pace of the battle. So like, if you want to keep the attack up on your guys and defense down on their guys, and then it's like, okay, you cast heal, they hit you really hard again, you're gonna have to heal the next turn, and then like their defense down wears off, and so you're not doing as much damage, and then they hit you again and again, you keep having to cast heal, your buffs wear off, you're getting beat harder. All games should be idle games? True. No. God no.
I think every time I've played Dragon Quest IX in the past, I've taken a priest. When you're very early on given the option to fill out your party and choose their jobs, I've taken a priest, which is solely for healing. And this time I didn't, and I think I've had a much better time of it, because when I have a priest, they are the pinnacle of feeling like they do nothing else than heal every other turn, or every turn, and what are you gonna do, attack for 2 fucking damage if you don't have to heal?
I have this sick thing where 2 out of my 4 characters can heal. Not my choice, just like what the game gives you. And so I generally end up using that heal on my mage because they have the lowest health. And I can't wait for them to get any lower to use one of the bigger heals. I just have to keep them top as much as possible. And so my my mage will get hit. I will prepare a heal on them the next turn, and then before the heal goes out, they get hit and die, and then my heal casts anyway, and it says it had no effect. And and so, but it spends the mana. They're still dead. They don't get healed. Then I have to spend the next turn resurrecting them. This has happened. I resurrect them the next turn, and then I cast a heal on them the turn after, and they die again before the heal cuts out. It's like, what the fuck did you want me to do? Pre-heal them? I don't get it. Where the fuck is this spider?
Dusted asked, how many spiders are there?
30. Good question. Oh, wait. In Majora's Mask, there's 60 total. There's 30 in each location of this particular type of spider. In real life, there's like a lot of spiders.
There's more than you could ever count.
Uncomfortable amount. Yeah, let's start counting as a team.
Yeah, turn-based games,
You hear the spider up here, right? Am I crazy? It's gotta be below me. I don't see it.
It's to your right somewhere at the moment.
Yeah.
It is below.
There it is. Holy shit.
Yeah, turn-based games are weird. I feel like it's very...
I don't want unlimited spiders. I counted 4 today. I didn't know you could count that high. Good shit. Turn-based going.
I feel like they either are very boring and uninvolved. I don't know, I feel like with... Did you ever play any of the Mario RPG games?
Yeah, my nephew has rabbits, and I played that, if that counts.
Not those ones, the like...
I did not play Paper Mario. It's on my list.
So those ones, yes. And then there was...
Nobody's
like the original...
played the other Mario RPGs. Nobody. Not even
Dusted
you.
has.
No, he hasn't. You haven't either.
There's the original one for SNES, and then there's like Superstar Saga, Bowser's Inside Story, where those are turn-based, but on almost everything you're doing, everything you're defending against, you have active inputs. Where like if in a turn-based game, if you're getting attacked, if you hit B at the right time, you will take less damage. That's how Yakuza is. Or some of your attacks, there's like a mild active element to them. Which that's one way of making them more involved.
Yeah, just timing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the action commands. And like without that...
Yeah, I took a long break from turn-based games.
Yeah.
Earthbound is my first one in a while, probably.
Yeah.
I think I would like... oh god, what's the card game roguelike? Slay the Spire. I think I would like that game a lot more if I weren't like so burned out on turn-based.
Yeah. That game's really good. I like it for... To me, Slay the Spire is a... I mean, if you like roguelikes, it's cool.
Sure.
It's a very good condensed version of why I like Magic the Gathering.
I don't think, I mean, roguelike certainly is what it is, but I think more accurately, it's a deck builder.
Yeah, there's a format in Magic called the Draft.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be anal. I was just saying like
You're good.
that roguelike is the only way to make a card game a deck builder, right? Because otherwise you build a deck once.
Well, it's.
Or you steal somebody else's deck.
I'm glad you added that addendum because I think Hearthstone has there's a format in Magic called Draft.
Yeah. Hearthstone's is Arena.
Yeah, where it's the roguelike of real life trading card games, but
less expensive for sure.
You sit around a table with the pool of people who are going to play. Everybody's given 3 booster packs. You open a booster pack, you pick one card, you throw your cards to the left until all of those booster packs are exhausted. You do it 2 more times, and you play with that deck that you've built. And that's
slightly different because you're taking from the same pool.
Yeah.
Gives more strategy. Like, if you, I get in that format. Do you know what your opponents are picking? Do you get to see? Because that would give, you know, if you see that your opponent is building a certain type of deck and they need
that's the hard part, is that the only way you're going to know that is if so if I open my first pack and it gets back around to me, it's all on how much mental note you're keeping, right? Like if you know that in the 3rd pack that was passed around you saw a card that is no longer there,
right,
then somebody has taken it, right? That format is really fun, but it's real fucking hard. I don't think I ever did well playing Draft.
Yeah,
because
I think
you're building a deck on the spot, right?
Largely for the fun of it.
Yeah. No, there were people who were good at it, fucking.
Anyone played Fuck the King? Is that anything like Smear the I can't finish that?
Whoa, this looks cool. Like Cassie.
Earthbound, I think, has a lot of old school design. I didn't get super far. Yeah. Did you know that it's the 2nd iteration? Because I didn't until recently. It is actually, it's a cute game. And there's like a lot of sprite work and whatever, and the music is cool. But then like there are just certain. That's what gets me. Is like I won't hate on a game for its vision, but sometimes when they make hateful decisions, like this is the level that we expect the player to be at this point in time. All of the enemy attacks do 80% of the character's health. So there's like no agency. If you get hit, you better heal the next turn. Oh my god. I have many clips of I try to keep a character alive, or I am getting spam ass blasted by the enemy, and there's actually nothing I can do, and it's hilarious. Like my character is missing every turn, their character is hitting every turn. The only thing saving me is that my health takes time to tick down, but they're dealing like over my health and damage every turn as my health is already ticking down to 0. And I'm like spamming out attacks, because if you finish the battle before you die, you don't die. So you can save yourself. Except my guy is missing every fucking attack in a row, like 13 attacks in a row. It doesn't matter. Nothing
It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel great when it feels like there's one solution you're supposed to find to succeed. Like the boss I mentioned the other day with Dragon Quest VIII, where it's the only fucking boss in the entire like damn series that has an actual pattern behind it.
Right. Hey, quick question. Where the fuck is the last spider? Carry on.
In your mouth, have you checked?
Better not be.
No, it's satisfying to succeed in those scenarios when you actually find it, but it's frustrating as fuck. I think to actually find it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because in situations like you're talking about with Earthbound, I'm assuming there is an intended way you're supposed to deal with those things, but when you could be trying to deal with them in a lot of other ways that the game has not railroaded you into taking the intended path, it's a little...
I told you this example. I don't think I said it on stream. There was a boss I fought that he had a favorite item, and I knew that because his lackeys on my way in were like, "Oh, you got that thing that he likes? All right, carry on." He's like at the end of the hall or whatever, right? And so every time I faced him, I was like, he kicked my ass a couple times in a row before I looked it up because it felt clear to me that I was not getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to see if I was just like way out of my level range or something. But it turns out I was supposed to use his favorite item on him, and then he just becomes vulnerable. Because otherwise, there's a secret mechanic that it never hints at. Oh, I know about spiders. It never hints at or shows you, but he's like never going to die. He's impossible to kill unless you give him the item. And there's nothing... He's not like invulnerable to damage. He's taking full damage. He's getting hit. He's getting crowd controlled, whatever. And he will just never die unless you give him that item. In which case he dies in like 3 hits. And that was pretty debilitating knowledge.
There's a... Okay, so I don't know what game it was prevalent in, or where it started, or if it was ever in anything where you had to do it. But the idea that undead enemies take a shit ton of damage from healing spells.
Ooh, yeah, that's kind of cool, but I wouldn't.
Try it. It's a
necessarily.
neat thing, but when would you ever try it unless you accidentally in a game where you can put any spell on any enemy or any unit in the battle unless you did it accidentally, right? Because of course you're never going to try to heal an enemy. But I don't know. Maybe...
Yeah, I guess if they like specify that it's like a holy light fills you and heals you for 90 or something, then you might think about it. But if it's just like heals you for 90, no.
Yeah, that example might not be a bad thing. I just know for some reason that's rent-free in my head from when I was a child playing RPGs, so it's there somewhere in the dreamscape. But
pretty sure it's got items you only find once too. What does fuck the king? Sorry. Earthbound? Let me think. I mean,
what do you mean by?
Yeah, all I can think of are like the specific items that you need to like complete the main quest or whatever. So if you talk to her now, she says, "Not now. We'll meet in the kitchen." Let me check. Yeah, we'll talk in the kitchen. We're fucking here. Okay. Wait for it.
Yeah, Punkassi, it looks really cool. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
Oh, like limited consumables. I think they specifically say, so everything has a drop chance or a shop you can buy it from. I think. I certainly haven't run out of healing items. There is the things that restore your mana. So in the game it's called PP, so I just call it mana.
Speaking of that, I need to pee. I'll be back.
Good luck. The things that restore mana, I don't think I've seen very many of. That might be true. Like roguelike and turn-based games is pretty fun, so I'd hate it. Just kidding. Okay, so we need to put the letter in the mailbox. Mailbox. And we need to give... okay. We're gonna give the Moon's Tear to the Scrub, and then use his title deed, he treasures, for shitter paper. No, I want to be fast boy. Ah! Let's just get this prep. Ah. Yeah, there's that good Pro CD skip where he's like I'm out of mana. It's like, use an Estus flask, and he's like, but I only have 84 of them. It's the final boss. You can't buy these. But yeah, I feel any game that has so I complained about this in the Dark Souls games. They have consumables that since it doesn't go based on save, like when you die you respawn in game without not loading your save. You can permanently lose consumables, right? Like you lose souls on death and you lose whatever consumables that you used. You're not going to get those back. So I always felt really bad using consumables because what if I die anyway? You know, I get 3-shot by this boss and then it was just completely wasted. But the consumables in that game I think are a lot stronger than some of the ones we're talking about. Like restore 15 PP when you have 170 or something. It's like it'll let you cast a couple spells, which is sometimes all you need, but as for I've gotten a bunch of these like full restore things. They're not full restore, but they why am I here? Oh yeah. They remove all the status effects and shit. I've gotten a bunch of those recently just on drop chance. So funny thing. Well, first of all, we brought him toilet paper. Yay! And then we get poop heart. Herpes. Hooray. And also, we added him to our book of stuff. Alright, so first of all, let me update the tracker a little bit. Alright, so we've got all 30 skulls now. We've got the mid wallet, not the biggest wallet. We've got the biggest bomb bag. We've got the end shield. We've got the upgraded sword slash. We've got the biggest quiver. Right, bomber's notebook. So we want to fill this out as well. We in previous years we never filled this out, so we're gonna try and do that. Here you can see the hand, the red marker at the end means it's complete, so we can add that. Oh fuck. The opposite of what I just did. So we should have 12 done now. So that's cool. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm not counting the right thing. Can't use rare items that are only for hoarding. Exactly. I started just sending my stuff to storage. You can only send 3 things at a time, but my inventory is getting full, and I didn't want to sell them or delete them or use them. So I sent them to storage for a darker day, even though when that day comes, they'll be in storage and I won't have access to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. We're correct. Okay, so we're going to be careful not to get these masks, because I want to make a line in my inventory. We'll get them eventually. But there's one down. We got 2 more, which is the Keaton mask and the Postman's mask, which are both on this section of the Andrew quest. And then we'll promptly ruin that line. Gloomhaven is also an interesting one I played recently. Do you play a lot of turn-based roguelikes? I don't know of that many. I don't know what to do. I think I actually just fast forward time. Just doing the Anju quest right now. Any co-op I can find. Interesting. Are you co-oping with a special someone? Turn-based co-op, that's interesting. I don't know if that many of those. Do I just skip to afternoon to talk to him? Let me check. If I can do that. So that'd be way fucking faster. Okay, so he delivers the letter. Talk to her late at night. The next one is... Oh yeah, I put the letter in the box before 9 a.m. I don't have to go into his house while he's away. Right? 4:10 to 6 p.m. Ah, yeah, I don't think I can time skip. I should unslow time at the very least. That sucks. Oh well, we shall wait. 4 p.m. is not that far, right? My primary way to interact with friends who live on different time zones. Yeah, the best way to do that is to not to. Just don't interact. No contact or communication. Is there anything else I can do? There is, but it'll ruin my mask line. Maybe we can, I guess we can start our way up Stone Tower. That sounds like fun. Boy howdy. Let me mark the Mask of Truth. We don't have to necessarily do Stone Tower yet. But we can get to the top and get the Owl Stone. I only do that to ones who live a reachable distance away from me. Big brain. Keep your far aways close and your closest far away. Okay. We're on the fast track to memorizing the Elegy of Emptiness because we're gonna have to play it like 11 times. Something like that. Question is this the first button or not? I never remember. It's not, so check this out. We gotta watch the cutscene. We gotta watch the cutscene again. You got that to look forward to. For the foreseeable future. Is this the first button? We have to know. Looks like a pretty good first button. Let's see it. Oh, I have all the songs. Big, there we go. Okay. Right, left, right, down, right, up, left. I forgot. Right? No. Oh, yeah. Nice. I played it by ear. Literally. Sorry. Here he is. Everybody's favorite. We'll wait for him to load in. Where you at, buddy? There he is. Oh, his face was even worse somehow. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going too easy on him. Alright. Is this the second button? Yeah, I think so. Not bad. Problem is, I just changed my C buttons because previously, in previous years, I had them on YXZ because those are much easier C buttons to use than. Anyway. Not much easier, okay? It's marginally easier. And, oh god. But this year I had been doing it, the whole thing on the regular C-stick so far. Until yesterday, I fixed it. So now I'm getting used to the controls, but it's fine. And I have to look at my controller to remember, because it's right, left, down, and up. Up is still on the C-stick because I don't have a fourth button. It takes a lot of focus to remember Z is down and C-stick is up. Big focus, you could say. Ah. Rock. Oh my god. I'm in hell. We're all in hell. The foreseeable future. Just kidding. I can see a future where we're out of hell. Maybe. If you beg. I made it. And I only whimpered a little bit. Aren't you proud of me? I'm pretty sure there's no reason to hit all these 3 switches. I'm pretty sure that's bait. Why the fuck would I do that?
I'm back. Why are we here?
We need to kill time. So I thought we'd get the owl. I don't think that's the first one. Yeah, so
God,
we need,
this area is so fast.
right?
Crazy.
We got a taste of what things could be like, and now this is a blessing. Dude, stop fucking zapping my tootsies. That's the funny thing about this enemy is because, like, he tracks you, the first thing he'll always laser is your feet. He's just a tootsie sapper. Pretty sure I've had that candy. Like sour Tootsie Rolls? Ugh. That doesn't sound good. Does anybody have... Okay, so... I was gonna ask if you've had anything that was chocolate and sour. And I immediately thought of those chocolate-orange combos.
That's what I thought of when you said that, yeah.
But I don't like those.
Oh, I love those.
At all. Well, you can have mine then.
Okay. The ones where you have to fucking... I'm on the table before you eat them, you just smash them.
No.
Those are good.
What are you talking? Those are
Later, Hammy.
cashews. And I bet all correct. Okay. Good idea. I believe you. Definitely going to bed for sure. Definitely. He's going snowboarding. I know it. How the fuck? What does this block have to do with anything? Sleep tight. Gonna lurk, won't be talking. You always say that. Right before you say some other shit. Watch this. 3, 2, 1.
Damn. He's ready to go on.
He's good. No. He's just patient. Or he feels more strongly about proving me wrong than he does about saying
Respect.
whatever it is. Yeah, big respect. Where the fuck is the last button? Is it down below me?
I won't.
Well, you would. I just haven't found the right words to ask.
Find my riddle and you may have it.
Fast. I'm fast.
God damn it. I just put on some music right when you pulled out the fucking shark guitar. It's really dumb.
Did you ever see the clip where I played the guitar to... Ha! No! That can happen?
Well, see you guys tomorrow.
Fucking why? Why is that a possibility? Fuck this mask. Putting that shit away. Problem is I have to use it. Oh, god damn it. I can't believe it. Wait, are these blocks still here? Are my other... Nope, they aren't.
So, turn-based conversation, right?
Yeah.
Are you done with it, or?
No, I thought it was funny. It's like, so changing the subject.
I didn't mean to, but
No,
I did
just
entirely.
getting the brain off of what's on screen, what just happened to me.
So when I was younger, like my first, because Pokemon's a turn-based game.
Hold on. Almost, like, I'm pretty sure, like, every other day you were younger. So, like, yesterday or, like...
10 plus years ago. I get it.
No,
when I was really into Pokemon and didn't give a shit other than Pokemon pretty cool and I'll play it all day. The XP share, right? Where you can put it on one other Pokemon that gets XP. And nowadays, you get an XP share that gives it to every Pokemon in your party.
Yeah.
What a fucking blessing, dude. I don't know about you, but...
I thought you were gonna complain about that.
No, I love it.
It's
I don't know.
It's definitely less thinky.
As I get older, and I've tried to go back and play Pokemon games that I loved as a child, I go, God fucking damn, these are grindy.
You don't think the new ones are grindy?
Less so, considering the XP share gives it to every single Pokemon in your party.
Maybe it's because of how I've been playing it. I've been So I was playing Pokemon Diamond, the remake.
Remake?
Yeah, the Diamond and Pearl remake. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Anyway.
Oh.
So it's not new.
I completely forgot these came out. Damn. Yeah.
It's got the full feature, of course.
Yeah.
And my problem is I wanted to catch as many Pokemon as I knew existed in an area. So like, if I discover that a Pokemon exists in the area, I want to catch one, and then I'm trying to keep like all of those Pokemon. I'm trying to use at-level Pokemon. I'm not letting my dudes go to level, so I'm constantly switching out my party members. Yeah, so I guess it's just that the system is allowing me to do that, which is making it take longer than if I was just bulldozing on one Pokemon.
I mean, I think both have their merits. And I know there's a lot of complaints about the full XP share.
I definitely
but like
level multiple Pokemon by repeatedly killing the Elite Four with my level 100, and that took fucking ages.
I remember in Rubology, I think that was with Blaziken was one of the starters. Well, the final evolution, right? I think it was Ruby.
I don't know. I don't think that's.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
I just remember you could solo the entire Elite Four with the Blaziken, and my cousin gave me his Game Boy, and it was the best experience I'd ever had. That's great.
So he gave you his game with like already a level Blaziken, or?
Yeah, because I think he was towards the end, and he's like, "Look what you can do!" And he used one move on Blaziken and could sweep the entire Elite Four with one move.
I leveled a Pikachu to level 100, never knowing why it wouldn't evolve.
Oh god.
Same with a Machamp, actually, or a Machoke.
That'd be kind of weird, playing some of the older Pokemons now on official hardware.
Right.
You couldn't evolve certain ones.
Yeah, because of trading. I mean, I have that problem now with fucking console Brilliant Diamond because I don't want to trade. I want my
wait, they
Pokemon
still kept that in the remakes? I figured they would have done something about it.
To evolve. Kadabra, Machoke, Haunter.
Well, you're supposed to have friends, dumbass.
What? I didn't think of that.
Did you ever seen that old Demolition D video about I think it was like Super Mario World 3D? It's like, you don't have friends? What are you, fucking stupid? You can't play 4-player? Go down to the local Safeway. Go to Stacy. Tell her to play with you. She won't. She's the other hotter boys to play Mario with.
It sounded familiar until the she won't, and then I knew I had seen it.
I remember, I loved, I think it was called Wonder Trade, where you just did a...
yeah, it's like a...
it was like the global trading.
And then you put in a random one or whatever. Or not a random one, but you don't know what you're getting back.
I remember, back in Diamond and Pearl, I got a Japanese Eevee, and I was so fucking excited. My cousin was like, "It's just Japanese, why is it special?" I said, "You don't understand."
You wouldn't get it.
I am 8 years old. I don't know what these characters mean. It's special.
I had a fake Yu-Gi-Oh card that I thought was just a Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I was like, this one isn't the worst, it's the best. You don't get it. Where that, huh? You know what I'm saying? Is this the part where I get up on the rock and then I have it take me back? I remember. These silly puzzles. I love Stone Tower. Don't you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Give it 2 more years and I'll be Stockholm, then I have to like it.
I'm running out of time.
It's funny because you could ask me genuinely why I don't like it, and I do not have a good answer for you other than it has caused me many a misery. And it's only because of that first year.
God. What? No, I want to be on that one. Okay. I don't like the Stone Tower actual temple. The climb isn't so bad. It's pretty obnoxious, but the temple itself, I've never like gotten a good. I can't. Oh, I have to play the other one too. I don't have a mental map of it, so it's hard. Oh my god, I don't want to fall off. It's almost 4, and between 4 and 6 we have to go back and talk to Cafe, so I really need to get to the top of this pretty quickly.
One thing about like old school RPGs is that so
no, why are they? But
why is my light flickering constantly? Like there's a ghost in my room. Hold on.
it couldn't possibly
Boy.
matter more than this. I'm just
We're
kidding.
good. Ghoul has absconded forever.
Good. Well, for now.
I didn't like me talking about RPGs again. One
Thank
thing that
God.
I think at first was commonplace because of emulators was an ability to fast forward and speed up.
Yeah.
And
You say your
now
mom's commonplace.
she ain't. She's a rare bit.
Your man looks like he drops common loot. It's one of the best disses I've seen on Twitter.
Your man don't even show up under my loot filters. What the fuck's he good for?
Oh.
And so
Drops the linen cloth.
I think developers know that being able to speed shit up is a godsend,
You
and
see
that
Link's face.
yeah, he's so done.
He's like, okay, that's the top. Let's fucking get out of here.
Like the Dragon Quest 8 version I'm playing that was originally released on 3DS has an option to set the battle speed to very fast and like
Nice.
speed it up.
Yeah.
The Final Fantasy 12 remakes, you have an option even out of combat to speed things up. And playing original RPGs and things that don't have those, like if you're actually playing on original hardware, is so painful, and I don't feel like it should be, because when I was a child, I didn't give a shit, dude. It was slow as hell.
Well, you had no value of your time.
Yeah.
But now it's like, dude, I could be doing better stuff. Which maybe that's not like correct. Maybe
I
that's just
don't
the
wanna-
ego or something.
I think you're right. I don't want to be like that. Like I'll find myself with Dragon Quest 9 like holding speed up while I'm moving through the field to get to the next thing. And like I feel guilty about it. But I mean I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier because I was using the uncapped FPS to grind that item out, and then I had to, because that's the only place the item drops, and after you clear that place, those guys don't spawn anymore.
Yeah.
So I had to grind it out then and there, and I was thinking like, okay, I'll use it now, but when I go back to other enemies, I'm not going to use it, especially since there'll be cause to like react to things as they're happening. But I wasn't actually confident that I would stop using it, but I'm going to try to stop using it.
Yeah, and I don't even know why I'm trying to stop using it.
Right.
I just feel like I shouldn't.
Yeah, I want to give the game its 2 shakes. Because that's, I mean, you know, they capped the FPS for a reason in turn-based games. It's not for no reason. Oh.
It's magic? You know, oh.
I think if I got here any later, so at 6, we have to see if she kicks me out at 6. If so, this was clutch. Fake out. Oh. Never mind.
Again,
just pretend it was clutch.
I try, at least with Dragon Quest, to not use it during boss fights. But, I mean, in general mob fights and overworld stuff where you're grinding or just trying to get to the next area,
Yeah.
I know everything that's gonna fucking happen, right? Like, I know this guy's gonna hit me for 13 damage, I'm gonna hit him for 18, that's gonna happen 5 times, and the battle's gonna be over.
Right. Yeah,
And
that it
5,
just
that's a
seems
fucking
pointless to watch
overstatement.
play out. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking out our unfinished quest. There's several people on here that I apparently still need to talk to. This person's got to be somebody in town. I don't know who.
No matter what I'm doing, my life is interrupted by
already got
this fucking bullshit.
No matter what I'm doing. Is this what you want? You want me to leave you with them?
No, please.
Anything but that.
Is that, trying to lie to you as if I haven't just looked it up. That is, who the fuck is that? There's no names.
What do they look like? Describe the image to me.
Bald man with a little bit of hair on the back, orange, reddish skin, pointed elf ears. His only events are on the final day.
Orange reddish skin.
Here, I'll give you a picture. You still have to figure it out though.
What? Oh, that's cheating. I'm gonna know who it is instantly. Who the fuck is that? Just kidding. I didn't look at it.
Maybe you should if we're speedrunning.
Oh, that's just a kid. What? How was that not done? I literally got the notebook from him. No, you're looking at the wrong slot. Oh, that's the fourth one. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it's not selected on him, but he is
Right.
there.
That's the Curiosity Shop guy. Okay. Yeah, I know who he is. He's the funny thing is, in Ocarina of Time, he's the Fisher guy. I was trying to remember who the hell he was in this one. Him, oh yeah, that's cafe related stuff. I have to see him on the final day. That's where I get the Keaton mask. Well, this is fun though. Describe to me the other missing entrance. So below the redheads.
Oh, the picture does not scroll down. Oh, I got a full picture. Sick.
Nice.
Let's see. 404 not found. Oh no.
It looks like their picture shows a little bit more to the left and a little bit more to the right.
Oh, it's so small. Got like a pointy beard. He's got purple hair that extends the points.
The mayor.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I need the couple's mask for that one. Okay, below the hand.
Oh, thank God, better picture. Yeah, mayor. And then below that is Grand Maire d'Anjou. This is in French. Hold on.
Below the hand. You don't have to read the words, just describe the picture.
Well, I finally got one with text, but it was in French, so it was a little fucking hard. Andrew's grandmother.
Who gives a shit about that? The one below the hand.
Yes, Andrew's grandmother.
No! You're talking about the mayor! This isn't... Oh, I'm stupid. Alright, you got me there.
And then the one below...
Wait. No. Madame Arome, right? The mayor's wife? What?
Yes, that's the mayor's wife.
Okay, I
one
thought
below
that
the
was
hand is
Andrew's
Andrew's grandmother.
I thought the two
and then
were
the
same.
the next one open that's down is Grog.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Okay, well you're ruining the concept by not describing them to me.
He looks like the guy above him, but his head looks like it was placed in a pressure washer and crushed hydraulic press, and he's got a little sharp mohawk.
Oh, that's Chicken Boy. Okay, we'll get there.
Oh yeah, Chicken Boy.
That's all we've got left. You'll see. It's with the Bremen mask. It's over in Lon Lon Ranch. We have everything we need to perform our duties over there, except we will get the bunny hood and it'll ruin our little line in the inventory.
Fuck.
Yeah, that would kind of ruin my entire life, so fuck that.
That was the whole goal of tonight's stream. Don't fucking ruin this now.
Exactly. Alright, I can skip to the final day. I love when it doesn't take the first input, so I pull up the drums and just go bonk. Well done. I just felt the groove in me. Had to get it out.
You should not have told me that you were close to needing to piss, because
No
now I have
matter
a god
what I'm
complex
doing, my life
within
is interrupted by this fucking
guy.
bullshit.
He set up a camera in my bathroom.
You know what it would do to me, please.
Oh man. Well. So at some point today, Cafe will leave his house to go stake out Sakon's hideout. And the Curiosity Shop guy will be in here. Now, at 6 p.m. we need to be approaching Sakon's hideout, but I think we can do this. If I'm wrong, kill me.
How?
You're gonna have to overload my bladder.
Easy, I've got 5,000 points.
Is there a cooldown on the hydrate, by the way?
I'll find out.
No.
Yes, god damn it.
Okay.
It'll be back in 55 seconds. Okay. Cool.
Huge. Okay, let's check this out. Come up here. Curiosity Shop boy is here. He says, "Oh, I have a message from Cafe. He's going to the hideout, and he told me to give you this. So there we go. One more in the bag, baby. We're so close to our line. You know what? Actually, it currently makes an even better line. Priority mail. Let's check this out. Look at it. We've got like 1,
Oh,
2,
shit.
1, 1, 1, 2. The bottom right we can't get. It's the Fierce
Don't
Fever,
get
guys.
any more.
Don't get any more.
No, just end it.
Okay. In my life? No, just end it. What are you waiting for? Just do it. So I can give this directly to the mailman, or... Oh shit, but then I have to be there at the end, don't I? I think... Shit. Let me just read this so I don't fuck it up, because it's so time consuming. Okay. The pendant. Right. Stock button, don't give a shit about that. What are you saying? Okay. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Laundry pool, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Cool. Yeah, so I just barely got there. Just after 6 p.m. at Icona Canyon. Yeah, so I should get there now. After 6 p.m. Okay. So we can go in a little later, especially since we can do the clip. And if Cafe's actually there, he should join us. Even if even if we're late. I don't know. Something like that. But the main important thing is, I think last time I rolled off this ledge and I probably spooked Sakon right then. So instead, since we've got time, I teleported the wrong place.
No matter what I'm
cooldown's up,
doing,
sorry.
my life is interrupted by this fucking
Dude,
bullshit.
we're running out of time.
The last one, I swear. The last one until you piss.
That's what you think.
Who's to say I haven't already? Look down.
I pissed your pants. At least it's warm.
I
Okay.
piss cold.
I'm cold-blooded. Even my piss is cold. Okay. I thought this stream would... It does carry you slightly left, but I thought it would make me miss my spot. Okay. So we can't possibly spook Sakron because we're wearing the stone mask. Is that him I hear? No. Maybe I should have slowed time. Maybe I should still slow time. Look at him. Look at his stupid dumb head play this song.
Oh my god.
It's like eating the ocarina. Do you see that dark spot as his lips also?
Mm-hmm. Can we get a speech of acceptance of your what the fuck was it called? Affiliate anniversary?
Oh, a speech? What a waste of time. Thanks for joining me.
Here's to years of many more.
Exactly. Hey, problem. Cafe's not fucking here again.
Oh no.
Do I have to be here like dead on at 6? Let's make sure we have bombs, and we might be able to do it anyway. Just 4? I'm gonna see if I can get more. Just after 6 p.m. So maybe we're late? I don't know. I saw something that was like, he's hiding here at 6, but Sakon didn't get here till 8, apparently. Okay, well, let's not take off the mask, but let's see if we can get any bombas. This is good. This is good. There's still potential for the actors to be glitched. I don't see any other bomb potential. So I guess we have to
I
do
don't
it
know why
before. Huh?
you say that and my head goes, you mean the chat? The actors that we hired.
Yeah, our paid actors. I wish.
Hey, we got about an hour to beat last year.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be close. Maybe we can beat first year. Shit. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, this is bad.
Don't let the moon fall again. As long as you do that, we're fine.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. God. He's here! Oh, thank fucking
Thank God,
Christ.
the game works as intended.
I mean, as intended is a funny way of putting it, but... Oh, man. Yeah, I guess he does go in earlier than 6. That's good to know. I mean, earlier than 7.
I guess I don't know for sure. Why wasn't he here last night?
So...
Was that...
if you scare away Sakon, he's like, well, shit, we're not going to be able to get in. I'm fucking out of here. So, yeah, if you scare Sakon, he leaves. Which I imagine when I rolled down as a Goron, that's what happened. Is I scared him. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. So if the mask reaches the end of this trolley, it will fall into the chasm and be unobtainable. That's no good. Check the other mechanism thingy. I don't like him, but he's right. I do like doohickeys. I'll scout ahead.
Doohickeys
I
on my
fucked everything
favorite.
up. Did you say doohickeys on your face?
Dude hickeys are my favorite.
Oh, that's better actually. So we gotta push this one, and then we gotta fuck everything up. Let's go. Oh my god, quick spin is so OP. Ah, shit. So I made it go faster, which is avoidable, but I didn't think I'd have to avoid it, which I don't. Because I'm too good. Look, where's the mask? I don't fucking see it. Yo, it was right at the end.
Jesus Christ.
I think that may be scripted. I don't know. That was terrifying. What if I missed the button? Oh my god, he's fucking zooming. Oh, he got tired.
Oh, we still have to... Just in case he somehow forgot. We didn't do it last night before everything reset, but we do still have to get the heart piece that the lens would not allow us to easily get where you call the scarecrow, and you have to go over the fucking snow chasm.
Yeah. We do still have to get that, but since we didn't get it, I remembered to not get it.
Okay.
So now we go back to Clocktown. We're going to hand the letter to the mailman so that he will deliver the letter and then give us the postman's hat. Spoilers. And then we will go to the inn and behold something truly heavy.
I think we should just AFK for 6 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be really funny. It'll be a lot longer than 6 minutes because we have time slowed. Or don't we? We don't. Do we? We do. Yeah, look at how time ticks. I'm going the wrong fucking way. Whoa, Mr. Postman. Wait a minute. Is there a letter in your bag for me? It's a Beatles song.
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wow, 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 wow.
Can you sing it as if the guy who sang it is the face on the back of my shield?
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. I like yours a lot better.
Alright, now we have to just fucking watch him. Watch him. Maybe I can actually speed up time. As soon as he gets out of here, out of his room. Fuck it. Because when time's slowed, he actually runs slower. So, it's just a waste of time. And we're anything but time wasters.
We've beaten the game 3 times within this 17 hours, don't you worry.
Well... Oh, you mean on this attempt we've beaten it 3 times?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Are you fucking coming? Jesus!
No, goddamn!
I heard it. What mask should I wear as I follow him? I'm thinking sad farmer.
I thought cow might be kind of funny.
It might be. Oh god, he's fast. I don't know if cow mask is fast enough.
I feel like if he took fuller steps, he could get there more efficiently.
But this reduces the strain on his knees.
Fair.
It's called jogging. You might have heard of it.
Never.
Gross.
Full sprint or die.
Listen to the guard freak out about me leaving town. He's like, no! If I die, you die! Right stuff. You know any MC Hammer songs? Can't touch this.
No.
That
was his only song.
True. He's fucking got the moves. Wait just a moment. If you believe that the moon is truly falling, you best leave town immediately.
What?
No, he just stands there and has a panic attack. I respect that. Alright. So we wait for him to stop. He'll wait for us here for a few moments. He's decided to flee. He wasn't gonna flee until we delivered the letter. Look at his mouth. And now we have achieved.
Now he runs with full steps.
Fine. Well, yeah. Now he's. I mean, he's fucking terrified. I mean, they're full, but they're not very.
Just as slow.
The breath is still, yeah. The pace is not increased.
Breath.
I don't really pronounce
Speaking is not
T.
worth it.
True. Buddy! Hello, Anju. I've decided to wait for him. I've made my promise. I'm fine with this. I believe him. I'll wait for him. Oh my god, it's terrifying. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful?
It's just my sleep paralysis demon that stands in the corner every night.
Does he sing this song?
He just makes little kissing noises at me. Stop. Why is your mask crying?
He's just so sad about their cursed marriage.
That's such a neat detail to put into a shitty old video game. Sorry.
That's like the whole point of the mask. I guess you're right. Having it animated is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool that it does.
It's me, my love. I've finally come to meet you. Oh, I thought she might say something interesting if I was wearing his face. I mean, she's like, oh, that's fucking horrifying. Maybe if I had his real face. Isn't she lovely? Shit.
I have to pee again.
I have outlasted you. You cannot win. He's coming. You can hear his trousers. Oh god, fucking techno, what's happening? Ah, Jesus. Man, I should have picked a better mask. Uh-oh. Don't throw up. Nobody get motion sickness, or else. I have met you before. What if you know you say? What is this camera shot? Who let this guy work the drone? Fucking flying under the table. Okay. So welcome home is the common translation of wakairi, but it could also be like welcome back, you know. It's just a common thing people say when they return, even if it's not literally their home. And then when people return home, they say "Tadaima," which means I'm home, or I have returned. Thanks, guys. Fucking peace. Good thing we finished our row, because it immediately got ruined. Alright, it's time to play the Song of Time, so that wasn't all for nothing. I'll play it outside of the room so they don't know. Oh, I can deposit my rupees! It's worth it, I swear. Maybe. Bow, 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 bow. But I need more time. I got 100 rupees in there. I have 184 total I have to deposit. Sorry, I have to make a deposit. You don't understand. I need the stonks. I just invested in a lot of Bitcoin. It's gonna be big. You have to believe me. Take my money, please. Ah! Don't climb. It's all going according to plan. I think even the scrub doesn't come back at this point, but he wouldn't because I took his deed to his house. You still here? You're stupid as fuck. I'm still here. Shut up. Oh, well, fuck the last 4 rupees, whatever. Okay. A successful cycle. Good stuff. I don't think I could have possibly forgotten something, but it's possible. Okay, unfortunately, on the table now, we can do the Cafe Quest again, or we can start Stone Tower Temple. So I think we do Cafe Quest again.
Good decision.
But first, I must piss. Where's the last bottle from? Not a piss bottle.
Let me look it up while you go pee.
You what? Oh, okay.
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, let me pause the timer. It's only fair.
Look, either I Google it for you or I piss for you. One of the two.
Can you?
We can try.
Either I Google it for you or I piss in you.
I do think it requires you
Bye.
being here, so. Because, little known secret chat. I don't know shit about this game. I've watched it for fucking 5 years straight. I don't know a damn thing about this game. Don't tell him.
Wait for it. Okay. I'm thinking of cutting all my hair off again.
Dude, I want to do it every fucking day.
No, all of my hair?
Yeah, I need something to eat.
Oh no.
So I think you're about... So the last bottle is from... I think the one we're missing is from the Anjun Cafe quest line?
No, we're missing 2. That was the one I could think of, but there's another one.
So we got one. Okay, so we got one from the swamp really early on, I believe.
Yeah, the red potion bottle.
Yeah, you get one from Goron Race.
Yeah, gold dust bottle.
Get one from Romani Ranch.
The milk bottle. Chateau Romani.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get one from Beaver Race.
Yep.
You get one from Madame Aroma for the Andrew Cafe quest.
Yep.
I think that's it.
What?
The 3DS version has more, but that's the only ones it lists. So that's all of them.
Can you send me the list?
Mm-hmm.
What? This is Roblox porn.
Oh, fuck.
Beneath the Gravestone, Nintendo 64 only, the Dampe. You skipped that one for fun, buddy boy?
No, it's because I see parentheses, and the parentheses in my head means Nintendo 3DS
Yeah,
only. Why the fuck would... Oh.
They got you good.
God damn it.
I'm
glad you found that instantly, because you actually read the page instead of visually fucking contextually cluing your way out of it.
Okay, well, I mean, also, I see 6 bottle slots on my screen, and you listed 5, so I was like, there's something.
I did tell the chat while you were gone that I know goddamn nothing about this game after 5 years, so they know at least.
I mean, this year you're participating in like the looking stuff up more, I think.
I did last year, I think. Because it was the try-hard year.
True. Which we didn't say beforehand that it was going to be the try-hard year, but I remember leading up to it, I was like prepping a little bit more, and I was I was thinking a lot more about the route and stuff.
I had a bit more of an influencer brain last year, so I was like, okay, so what's going on in this run? What are we doing? It will be interesting
Possibly
when I eventually do my playthrough of this game, having 5 years of second-hand knowledge.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you remember. It might even be worse because you're like, don't we have to do the thing? And I'm like, not like, yeah, but like 10 days from now.
It's gonna be one of those things like you were talking about the Rubik's Cube, how it's so built in your muscle memory that
Right.
you have no idea how to describe it.
Yeah. So I think what I had planned for that is for you to just do any percent rather than 100%. Because there's
I'm
really
not
no
doing-
reason.
ugh.
Yeah, any of the little stuff, I'd have to describe to you exactly what to do. And it makes it kind of super pointless. 64.
I was curious how we do it from a streaming perspective of like, because I clicked with me the other night that would be like, wait, we're on your Twitch channel.
Right.
So either I screen share it and you fucking capture that and put it on yours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I wagered we're not losing much fidelity. It's an M64 game, but
Yeah.
it might be a little shoddy at times. We can test something before then.
Well, I'll break another arm right before we do it next year, just so I don't have to fucking
Break a leg
play it.
instead. Oh, so you don't have to play. Okay.
I play with my feet exclusively. That would not work.
No, you're supposed to play Majora's Mask. Don't be playing with your feet. They're not even that fun. I would
That's
know.
oh knee. Oh, sorry.
So,
The stream got a glimpse of the real you.
showing a little bit of skin.
Should have taken it all off.
The knee?
The skin.
Oh no. Yeah, I gotta remove that before stream. We got another heart piece from showing them the spirit of love or some shit like that. I don't know. It's not very manly, so I didn't pay attention.
What's the short-term plans here?
I'm trying to remember. I just headed this way because I knew, and then it was gone.
I do not want to be up super late tonight.
I need
What
to
about
ask. You want to
2
be
hours?
Got it.
I do not want to be up super late tonight.
No, we'll do a real quick cycle. I'll do the Longmont Ranch stuff and the cafe quest one more time.
I hope you don't feel like I'm rushing you to end these streams.
No. I don't want to stream much past 2 anyway, because it is like the end of the day for me, and I don't have any energy for it. So.
No. I think we both need like our relaxing times where we're not doing shit at the end of the night too. Helps.
I need to get back to EarthCon as soon as possible.
I've got my PlayStation in rest mode, mid-pause, and a Yakuza cutscene. God damn it.
Oh, mid cutscene, that's brutal. You said you were ready though. That's your fault.
Dude, I mean, I'm ready. Always. No, okay, fuck you. Let's stream for 5 hours again. It's chat's fault we don't stream long.
That's true.
That's good.
Well, see, the problem is, if chat had, if there was like 5 people regularly in chat, I would probably stream a lot more. And if there were like 5 dozen people regularly in chat, then I would not stream very much. Maybe. I don't know what number exactly it gets to the point where it's not so much fun.
You want that mental game of like, if you could if you had a room in your house,
Yeah.
you could walk into, and at any available time there are like 10 to 15 people in that room willing to listen to whatever the fuck you say. And there's just a VCR fucking CRT TV in there with Majora's Mask loaded up at all times, and they're all sat around a circle watching you play.
They all look expectantly every time you walk into the room. It's like, guys, no, I'm just here to get my shoes. Like, oh. I'm basically describing my cats.
I was just gonna say that. And you walk in the room and your cat looks at you like they're happy for you to be here.
It's like, oh, are you going into the closet for my food? Are you getting the food? No,
I want my goldfish. That's all I want. I want Pop-Tart.
Pretty common. So I'm waiting for the mailman. He's gonna bring the mail, and then I have to talk to Andrew, but he's taking fucking forever.
He's a child. He has no sense of urgency.
Son of a fuck. You say no sense of urgency?
Urgency.
He doesn't know how not to have sex. It's his burden.
Oh, what a terrible burden that must be.
Okay, let's check the goddamn Book of Truth. We're almost there. Shitting hell. Oh, let's get the room key as well. We gotta snipe the room key from the Gorbon. From Mr. Gorbachev. That's not his name. His name is, Skirple, actually. That's maybe one of the funniest parts. Actually, so in Ocarina of Time, there's a character named after you when you grow up, and he's literally named after you because you're the hero that saved the Darmani or whatever, or that saves their sacred stone. And so there's a kid named after you. In this game, they do have a reservation for Mr. Skirp L, but he's totally unrelated. Oh my god, I got a room in the knife chamber. And then later the real Skirp L shows up and she's like, Sorry, Mr.
I like how they made that decision and like, oh, the players will just choose their name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what am I gonna name my Link? Isaac. Oh, there's another guy with your name. No, Mr. Squirp L. Mr. Jimbus.
Jimbus Squirple.
What was our, what was last year's?
Jarndis.
The Jarndis.
What was the year before that? I'm trying to remember. Was that the one that, I initially put it as Quimji and you sounded like the ooh cringy and I had to change it. I don't remember what that ended up being. It wasn't as memorable as Quimji.
Never is.
Okay, so we got the letter again. Or no, we didn't get the letter yet. But we're going to Milky Road to milk something. I'm not leaving until it gets done. We gotta be back here at 11:30. So I think I can fast forward time actually, because these things are not gonna take long. God damn it. And I need time to pass. Because this will take us to 6, and she won't be there till like 12. You know how it is. He has no clue. I like whispering as if chat can hear and you can't.
I can pretend I can't.
Technically, there would be a level where that's true, because Discord would, not attenuate, or, you know, whatever.
The noise gate.
Voice gate, yes. Where you wouldn't be able to hear it, they would.
You can compile little secrets about me.
They'd have to be very careful, though. Unless I was like,
yes, because if I found out, I would go ape shit.
That's true, and he's done it. I've seen it.
We don't talk about 2006 anymore. Not in front of him.
He hates Sonic. Uh-oh, these things might not be available at night, idiot. God damn it. Well, we have to try. Dog race first. This probably closes earlier.
Oh, not dog race.
Oh, it's open. Are you running, man?
I look forward to my run through this game too, because some of the most memorable things in this game are just small sections of it that you've spent a lot of time on that I have a negative connotation because of, like Stone Tower Temple or the dog game.
What? You don't like the dog game?
And it's not that I don't like the dog game, it's just a standout, like Beaver Race, because of the first year.
True. Beaver Race was the best. That was so frustrating. He says there's no way he'll lose. I trust him. I don't know if that's the best thing he can say, but it's one of the best things I can say.
I feel like this is one of the things that if you were to look back through all of the VODs of all of the years, we'd have similar things to say about it. You pick one dog and we both go, yeah, that's the one, and it never fucking is.
Yeah. It's never the right dog the first time, but I'm here for my wife and child. There's no way I'll lose. Oh shit. No. Okay, there we go. I have to bet a certain amount. So I need to win at least 100 rupees, I think? I think betting 50 is fine. So I could do that 3 times. I didn't see what time it was, but time doesn't pass during the race, so it's fine. I'm gonna tap A. That'll help our dog.
Did you ever have anything like that when you played Pokemon as a child?
Anything like
played,
what?
Like when you're throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon to catch it, if you tap A,
Yes.
you guarantee it. Or mine, I believe, was alternate A and B until I ended on A.
He's losing so fucking hard.
It's fine.
He said there's no
Underdog.
way! Well,
No, he's gonna come back.
we're gonna put down his wife and child.
Jesus Christ,
He's
that
the
dog
one that
sucked.
bet them. Yeah, no, he was I mean, I'm gonna neuter that dog myself.
So,
and they
under
closed.
the hood, how does this work? Do you know? Like,
Yeah, so, based on, like, so each dog gets, like, a, they're closed as well. Seriously? They're closed at 8. Each dog gets a speed value or something based on stuff. Man, I feel like I've heard about it before, but I don't remember too well.
does it depend on? So is it like if you're looking at it from different playthroughs, are there a set amount of the dialogues and the dialogue determines it? So if you find a dog with a specific dialogue, that one will always win?
So the different dialogues, I believe, have different speed ranges. So it's not that a dog with a certain dialogue, it's not that a dog with a certain dialogue will always win or never win. It's just their odds of winning, which is why we got like first or second best dialogue, and he was like fucking 8. What a shit dog. And also, the only other thing that I think I know about it is that the gold dog and the blue dog in that order have the best odds of having a good message. Oh, here's the Goron we stole the room from. He has to sleep outside.
Hello,
it's-
inferior Scarp.
I'm you, but better. I'm the guy who told you not to worry about.
I am Squirp L. You take Squirp L's, bud.
Oh, true.
She's about to take Squirp L if you catch my
About to take
drift.
Squirp D. Well, what do you want to talk about? Because we're here for the next, like, 4.5 minutes.
That bug that's on the ground.
That bug! Oh, in game.
Terrible establishment. One cockroach. Don't like.
It's definitely not a cockroach. He's got, hinged appendages. what is that called?
Hinge pendences?
Yeah, the Hindenburg.
Ooh, I got a bug fun fact. You want me to give that?
Yeah. Hold on. Wait.
Oh my god, dude, you have no idea the rush I got to feel being the one who gets to fucking be the target of one of those. That's
target.
incredible. I love being a fucking content creator, actually. So, dragonflies and damselflies, you can tell the difference between them by how they sit in a rest position when they're landed. A dragonfly, when it's landed, its wings will be out from its body. A damselfly, the wings are tucked into the body. And they also are like one of the highest percentage successful hunt rates of anything on this fucking planet.
I have
because
heard
they're
that.
so goddamn fast.
And if I can just tack on, like the shape of their wings, like the maneuverability. They have so much more control than, say, a fly or even a bee. Like they control like the pitch and yaw of their wings, so they can really get after it.
They could get it. I mean, not.
The bug. They can get the bug. So what's a damselfly?
Okay, bug fucker. Sorry.
So what's a damselfly?
Okay, well, I don't actually know that, so we're gonna. I don't know the difference between them other than how to tell. They're smaller and have slimmer bodies than dragonflies.
Oh, so like me. Well, not then a dragonfly, but then like a normal man.
Damselflies have existed since at least the lower Permian from about 299 million years ago.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. I thought there's only been about 2,000 of those things.
Dragonflies?
Years.
What else did I say we were gonna do? Ah, shit. Yeah, we just fast forward to next day. Okay. So we have to wait for time to pass to... Hold on. I just realized I might be able to read that. E something... Oh, Is it E? E something uto. I thought I might say octopus. Takoyaki? Is that octopus? Let me look it up. What was I talking about before?
Takoyaki is like it's a fried octopus ball. It's in a food dish.
Yeah, grilled octopus. Hold on. Octopus in Japanese. It's taco. That's funny. It's taco.
Languages is the same. Oh, no.
And then squid. Ika. Interesting. That's funny. It does the phonetics for squid, and it says SKWID.
Can you give a fun fact for birds?
Fun fact for birds. Well, I did want to.
Well, no. Can you like redeem it so I can talk about it?
I did want to say that the hawk success rate for hunting is like surprisingly low. Because like we think of them as great hunters, but like compared to the dragonflies, that's pretty low.
So there's a bird called a grackle, which is very common in the U.S. No, not really. They're fucking everywhere. And this is a real life real experience fun fact.
Okay.
So there was a while during like the early summer, outside I'd hear this fucking screeching. I didn't know what it was from.
That was me.
Until I saw it one day, and he was crouched behind the trees staring at me playing Majora's Mask, and I didn't know what it was. So they're young. I mean, they feed them like an adult bird would feed a normal young bird, but they seem to follow them well into their teenage years, and I watched the grackle feed its young where the adult will go around and find it food and worms and everything, and the teenage birds will just follow the parent around and screech at it and peck at it until it finds it worms. I fucking watched it happen one day.
Alright, we're gonna put our trust in the blue dog good. That sounds like children today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's
or
not
my
far
kids.
off.
Would you speak to me? What's your problem? You told me to go get a dog. Are you stupid?
That's not a dog.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So, the problem is we don't just need to win the race to get the best prize. We actually need to... It's based on the amount of money you get in return for the pet. So, with a bet of 50, I believe, well, our last...
Oh, he's not gonna win.
As well.
Oh my god.
So, with a bet of 50, in second place, I think you double your money. In first, you triple or something, in second, you double your money. And all we need is 100.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking lose again, because he's a loser. That's what he does, he's a loser dog. Am I supposed to cheer you on or something, dude? I tried last time, it didn't work. Said third through fifth we break even, so as long as he didn't lose any spots, he lost a spot.
Oh, did he?
I think I
He looked
jinxed it.
pretty fucking.
Yeah,
Oh, I think he
it's
lost
the
one.
parallax. Okay,
God
looks
damn
like
it.
fifth. Fuck. I gotta pick a not loser dog.
Look at her deep into the eyes and tell her that she knows which of these dogs is the fastest. And that this is a fucked up system.
Well, I mean, I would agree, except it's a different dog that wins each time. How you feeling now, blue bitch? He feels unstoppable still. You literally just got stopped.
No,
Are
I think
you
he's motivated now.
I feel like I can win.
Feeling's not good enough.
He's here for his wife and child. You know what?
Mm.
These are my favorite dogs because I don't care if they win, because if they lose, we get to put down their wife and child.
He's not in it for himself, though. He's not gonna fucking win.
Do you work harder when you're doing something for yourself or when you're doing it for others?
Myself.
No!
No one else gives a shit about my reputation more than I do.
But that doesn't mean that you care about your reputation. as
I don't
much.
have a wife or child to fucking do anything for. Why are you asking me that question?
Would you be here streaming Majora's Mask for yourself?
God, no, it's all for you. Oh my god,
That's a
look
good
at
place.
him
That's a good place. Joe, he's so fast. But he's given the Grey Dog a boost right now. Take the lead.
Oh, come
Hell yeah.
on! Oh no. Huh?
He's okay, he's okay. Ah, he's pushing for first! He can do it!
Oh, go,
Even
go,
second
go.
might be okay. Go your fucking mutt! It doesn't matter. Third is not good enough. Our wretched time on this earth and we're spending it like this. I'm tired. I'm gonna take a day off tomorrow. Can dogs do that? Should I use that one?
Can you please?
Yeah, let's try it. Is it you? Yeah. Let's see let's see if we can get a dog at dead last. I'm gonna bet like he's gonna win. Only 40, because then triple is enough. Only if he gets first place do we get the top prize, but you got this, dude. Why my dog always starts with an inside line and then he immediately dives into the center like a fool. Takes away all of his advantage. Becomes a disadvantage. He's got this. I have faith.
Oh god, we shouldn't have picked this one. I'm so sorry.
No, he's got it. I believe in him. So, the gold dog
Jesus
one.
Christ.
We should have checked him. That would be the detriment of picking a dog with a bad dialogue. Although we had a dog with a good dialogue do almost that bad before.
We have one more shot.
No, as long as we get the
Oh,
fifth,
fair.
then we break even. Where's the gold dog? I keep not being able to find him. It's probably because my screen's a little orange. There he is. He's best odds. I should do pretty well. Go fuck yourself.
He's humble. No, he's humble.
Yeah. Humble doesn't win competitions. I feel unstoppable. I don't think I'll lose. Alright, blue dog again. Blue dog, ride or die. I'm voting for death, but we'll see. He's kicking me in the face. Look at him go. Doesn't care about my well-being. We're putting him in charge. Yeah, we might still beat our record from last year. Look at him. Look at how far he's gonna fall behind. Look, he got around the first corner. He just like gave up for a few seconds. Oh my god, it's so scary.
Any of these dogs would just hug the fucking right wall.
Right?
Oh. No. Oh my god.
He's not even gonna get fifth.
I could fucking run faster than these dogs. Let me do it.
I hope so. I can run faster than a puppy. was a bad choice. You don't say so. You don't say. You don't say so.
Shut the fuck up. Stop raising bad, slow dogs. It's not our
Rude.
fault.
These dogs suck. We come back and they're all pit bulls. What'd you say about my dogs? I've been raising them on a steady diet of children.
Oh, welcome to the cock shack, baby cock shack.
Cock shack. That's I don't really want to say that's where it's at. Here we go. So this is Chicken Man. Wait for it. You're gonna have a bush in the way, but there he is. So he's the Cluck Cluck gang. These things are bags of birdseed or something. I should really be doing this more systematically. I've got to do this all the way, baby. Then I think after 4, I have to go to Cafe's house, so... Do you think the chicks are at all concerned by the image on my back?
I think they're following you, trying to get into its mouth.
No survival instinct.
It's perfect. Yeah, no, exactly. It's perfect size for them.
It looks warm. I don't know. I don't quite get
Imagine,
it.
I like to imagine Link is fucking terrified the entire time, and he's running from them.
Slowly.
Yes.
I think that's all of them. So now... Maybe it's not all of them. Dude, son of a bitch. There's the last one. Oh my god. It takes so much time. There he is. What the hell, dude? Must have passed him between the fence. We don't have time for this shit, cluckers. Get in the back. Here we go. It's such like a facet of Ocarina of Time. It's interesting that they're the only chickens in this game. Hooray! Fast hat. Of course, not nearly as fast as Goron, but...
The eyes on the mask are terrifying.
A little bit. Those are my real eyes. What do you mean?
Sorry, I wouldn't kiss him.
You wouldn't kiss my eyes. Well, I wouldn't let you.
That doesn't matter to me. Sorry.
Like immediately offended, like you what? Why not? I don't even want to, but like so like why would it matter to me? Sundry fur. Sundecifer?
Many people have called me that in the past.
Have they? Believe it.
Murder them all.
Oh. It called you what? I don't think I said
They apply
anything.
their shitty little anime terms to me just because I'm antisocial.
I don't know, for some reason I thought you were gonna say because I'm anti-fascist. They apply their anime terms to me.
Anime is fascism. Fight me.
Okay. So down. Ah, son of a fuck! Are you kidding me? I forgot that could happen.
I believe that every man is a son of a fuck. I mean, that's a factual, right?
It could be, you know, lab grown.
Oh, like you.
Like me, yeah.
I'm a little petri dish, baby.
They put a little pea in the tree dish and. I have gotten some. I've gotten better at menuing, which is to say, I'm getting better at menuing because I started implementing the scrolling the screen instead of scrolling the cursor. So like if I want to get to bombs, instead of going like this, you can go like that. Stupid stuff.
That's one thing. Playing all these JRPGs, I've gotten very efficient at going through battles very fast and selecting what I want that it pisses me off when I get it wrong.
Be careful. So on mine, you can select you select all your party's members' actions in a row.
Yes.
Hold on, let me think. I still have to do chickens, but it's about to be too late, so we can do it last day. What was I saying? Yeah, you select all your actions in a row, and so if you mess one up, you can still go back until the last guy. Once you put in the last guy's action, it locks it in. So you can definitely fuck up his action.
That's how I think in general the Dragon Quest games do it, and because I know in 9 my last guy is the mage, which is the most fucking important to get the right action. Because if I accidentally hit attack like I do all of the other guys, he does 2 damage.
My mage still has pretty decent attack. And still just like smack things.
Well, in Dragon Quest and like in Yakuza, because it's purposely kind of the same formula, though. Yeah. In that game, you do attacks individually or turns individually. Staffs in Dragon Quest, which. Like 9, your mages can use a couple different other weapons, but staffs and wands restore MP on a physical hit for mages. So it's not the worst, but it's like 2 MP, which is none of my spells cost less than like fucking 4.
Lame. My mage got a spell that what's her leech mana from enemies, but for the longest time there's like no fucking enemies that have mana. Even in the most recent area, there are these robots that are spamming the full heal, and I was like, well, they'll run out eventually, because in the past that has been true. But then I tried to steal mana from them to speed up the process, and it was like, oh, they don't have any mana to steal, and I was like, what? So that's just a move they can do all the time.
I get not showing enemy HP, but there is, I mean, spells and effects that'll do that in Dragon Quest and RPGs in general, and I feel like you should at least show the MP. Because that feels very, like, I don't know.
I think you can get sort of a gauge for, like, gauge. If you're like, well, that's a pretty powerful spell. They can't cast that too many times. And if they do, you're like, oh fuck, this enemy is trouble. But still, I talked about this in Bloodborne. With like, I call them analog health bars, where they show you the health bar, but oh fuck. It's my money and stuff, I need that. Shit. No. So they'll show you the... Sorry. Hitting the stupid bird. Just give me that shit. Jesus. They'll show you the health bar, but they won't show you the numbers. So, you know, like, roughly how much health they have. But my problem with that was when the health bar runs out of red, they still had fucking health left, but it was less than a displayable number. This is like, that's cheap.
One of those moments where your weapon is getting to the point where one more hit could probably one-shot them, or you would do one less attack on them to kill them. Yeah. You upgrade your weapon, and then it still just leaves them with an indescribable amount of HP. It's fucking pointless anyway.
God damn it. Sticking up the Goonie bird for money. I wish. Dude, that bird is a fucking thief. He's an asshole. He will actually, if you're human and you get hit by him, he will steal your sword, and then you have to purchase it back from the Curiosity Shop for like 200 rupees. It sucks. That's like the worst thing that can happen to you.
How was your shower, Kana?
Yeah, tell us. Was there water involved? He takes cold showers.
I like when I'm feeling particularly non-depressed and motivated in life, I like ending my showers with cold showers.
Oh, I used to do that. It helps me get out of the shower. There was, I was just out here to get rupees, wasn't I? You reminded me of a meme, when I'm trying to sound employable. It's like, I love working hard. I really like it when it's bad and when it's really hard to do and not fun.
Oh god, that's me. Why the fuck are you memeing about that? When it's the worst, it's the best.
Oh god. You're very employable then.
When nothing else that you can think about when all you can think about is work and getting out of the trenches, that's when it's the most enjoyable.
Shut up, got some curry stew with rice life stew. Nice. How do you make
in
curry?
the shower?
Well, yeah. Why waste water, right? Do you just get like one of those? It's like curry packets, right? You just add it to like water and meat or whatever, and it makes a paste. I don't know how that should work. To be honest, I've never had curry.
You can get like pre-made sauces, like tandoori is good. You just throw some chicken and rice together, and
is that a Mass Effect character?
Yeah, one of the fuckable ones. Yeah.
There are unfuckable Mass Effect characters.
Any of the blue ones? Good. Blue aliens? Great. You could do like... yeah, they sell like pre-made sauces. You just cook some chicken up, put the sauce on the chicken, throw it with rice, you got curry. But curry is one of those things where, at least in... I mean, it's native country. It differs between fucking counties, so there's so many different kinds and variations you could do.
I know, it's like when people think curry, they think Indian food, but I know it's also very popular in Japan. I don't know what the difference is in their types of curry, but I know Indian curry is spicy, generally.
Yeah, and it's like a handful of different spices per one, so it can all be very different.
Tell me more.
No, I want to watch our dog win for once.
I will never pick the blue dog, and he's gonna win. I know that as soon as I stop picking him, he'll win.
Oh my god.
No, he always starts fast.
Go.
I think that's actually the curse of the blue dog. Now that I think about it, I think that's just true of the blue dog. He starts fast, finishes slow.
Come on!
There's a chance. I bet Gold Dog wins, even though he said, it's like, I feel pretty good. Come on, you can at least get second, you
fuck
mutt.
the gold dog, dude. Don't. But,
well,
god damn it.
We get our money back. Hooray! Yes. Did you just see all of the dogs with their feet straight up? They're like inside the ground with their legs up. I think that's what I just saw. Alright, Gold Dog. You want to lose for me? Alright, he said there's no way he'll lose, and it's the Gold Dog.
He's gonna get dead last.
Maybe. So here's the thing. It doesn't matter if he gets worse than 5th. I'll have to collect rupees again, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bet 70. I have faith. And then we'll have, I mean, that'll save us some grinding time later. Not very much, but... Oh, I could have bet more. Because I have a bigger wallet now. He'll catch up, don't worry about it. You just gotta go around some pups. Some of these young pups think they know best. We're looking at the dock.
Oh my god, go, go, go.
No, gold.
Shut the fuck up.
His mane is the same as his metal, bitch.
Oh, go!
Second is good enough anyway, so I mean... There's Blue Dog! God, what a fucking world.
Look, he's never done that bad when you picked him at least.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, it was 150. Oh shit. Well, okay. When I was betting 50, we would have had to get first. I do not want to play again. Thank you.
Sure, it's fun.
It's so fun. I think we actually made money still. So, yeah, go ahead and gamble. It's fine.
Any kids in chat, gamble. It's real fun. Stream it. Everybody loves that.
True. I love it when people stream gambling. It's my favorite thing.
What do we got left on tonight's?
On tonight's, we gotta finish the cafe quest. And that's it.
Gotta help a woman fuck a...
Marry a child. Sit lovingly with a child. Non-platonically. It happens. So we go in here. And I don't know what time the Curiosity Shop boy gets here. If he's already here, that'd be fantastic. I don't think he's here yet, though. Nope, but what we can do is fast forward time and do the same thing we did last time, where we clip through the wall. This game is like crack because I really like getting upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first one, you get the mirror shield eventually, right? Like right near the end of the game. And you get the
first one
Goron
being
sword.
Ocarina.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Like...
You get the Goron sword if you do some long, boring ass trading quest. But in this one, I mean the Razor Sword is like an actual upgrade of your sword, and it's still the Mirror Shield. But you get these things as a kid. It's not like, well, when you're older, you can get the cool stuff. It's like, you get it now, bitch.
Right. Out of all the Zelda games you've played, what's your least favorite? You cannot tell me genuinely. Do not pick Majora's Mask.
Wind Waker. It's a hot take.
Particular reasons, or just that's where it lands?
It was the first most open world. I don't think that the sea traveling is interesting enough to be half the game or more.
Yeah.
And the art style was so detached from Legend of Zelda at the time, that I wasn't into it. Just like looking at it before I played it. What was the other thing? I do really like. I like Tetra. I think she's cool, and I like the design of Zelda / Tetra in that game. Spoilers. The fortress. I remember the fortress made me mad.
The like first dungeon you do where you have to stealth a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, as a kid that upset me. Definitely.
And yeah, I think getting caught, like stealth missions, are not that interesting.
Okay, have you played a lot of games that
I got here at the right time.
I guess in general, what do you feel about stealth in video games?
So
I don't know how many you've played that have it as a...
Here's my best example is Outlast.
Yeah.
That game is really annoying because it's supposed to be a horror game, right? But it's really just a stealth game where when you get caught, you go back to last save.
I was just gonna say... yeah, I don't... I think, have you ever played any of the Metal Gear Solid games?
No, I mean to.
Stealth is a big part of those, but as somebody who is not good at stealth and does not have the patience for it, They are built upon if you fuck up stealth, you are allowed to deal with the
Yeah.
repercussions of it, which is very nice.
I think stealth is better as it's better when stealth rewards you than when I don't want to say than when you get punished for not being stealthy, but like when it's required.
I don't think it's good as the only option.
Right. I think the most fun I had in Outlast was when I played it with Brant where we each have half the controls. I think the most fun I've had is when we're getting chased and like that's the scary part. The hiding, not scary. And then Evil Within, was Evil Within? Did it have any stealth elements? I'm trying to remember. Kind of.
I don't.
No, maybe it's Evil Within 2 that I'm thinking of, but hold on. I kind of don't want to trigger this thing again, but I don't know how to not to.
I don't. Oh, sorry.
No, there's this town that you started in Evil Within 2. Not start in, but it was during my subathon thing, and it was actually really rough. I could not fucking manage to sneak through it all, and they really limit your ammunition and all that shit. It was really a struggle to get through there. Oh, the mask teleports to the end when you step on the button to make it look like it was close.
Okay.
I mean, I knew it did it for the cutscene, but I did not. It did it just before.
I played most of Evil Within 1. I never got to play 2. I liked 1. I thought the plot and the premise was really cool. As far as the game goes, thought it was stellar until... I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. I forget which chapter it is. You're in a city that's... It's more of like a cityscape where the game turns very action-y. Compared to like more survival horror kind of stuff.
I think I might know what you're talking about. I played the two so close together, and and it's the thing where I only played it once. I don't remember.
Stealth is one of those things where I don't think it should be mandatory. I think as a player, if you believe or if you think that you can handle the repercussions of being seen and being your enemies being aware of you, you can still handle it if you're willing to deal with it head on. But games where, like fucking Wind Waker, where you get looked at and then you're back to the start, I mean, it just becomes...
So that it's funny. There's stealth is an aspect in Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time as well, but I think those games it's significantly it's so minuscule, really. It's like sneaking through Deku Palace. Either way, that one. So Majora's Mask did something. Hello, I have a fucking letter for you, asshole. Do you want it? Oh, maybe the cafe mask? I don't know how to make her take this. Oh, there we go. Priority mail. It's from cafe. You're an expert. It is your job, after all. And then she gives me Mulk. Big. I forgot it's actually best to do this on the last cycle because then you have Chateau Romani. I can just buy it actually on the last cycle. That's fine.
I think some of the most fun I've had in stealth games is because, like, in a lot of stealth games, stealth in a lot of games, I think this really peaked with, like, the Far Cry games and the more modern games. The idea of stealth is, here's a button that you're gonna throw a rock and you can draw these stupid ass NPCs over to this direction so then you can move on.
Yeah. Or
I got very tired with that.
oh yeah, like having stealth as an option to reduce the enemy forces.
Yeah.
Rather than as like completely circumventing them.
What did I play?
Cyberpunk was one where
Yes.
I was having fun with the stealth, but at some points, I don't know if I was underleveled or what, but it felt mandatory because I could not fight like 3 or 4 targets in some places.
Yeah.
So
That game, I think, I mean, it gives you interesting options because within stealth, I think you're allowed to approach it with more of a toolkit if you go with, like, the hacking and everything.
Yeah.
You're allowed to kind of manipulate how you're going through with a stealth sort of character.
Yeah. I liked mostly just security breach or whatever it is, where I can see the other the targets that the camera can see. And just using that information because it was one of the cheapest hacks, and I was using maybe not the Sand Devastant, something with very few hacks because I want to do a super fast strong sword build. I haven't finished it yet, but you can get back to it. This is good. This is a viewing experience. Oh, let's see if I can do it from this side. Yes. Oh fuck. But yeah, I'm. That's my gripe with horror games is like it's just if you get caught, go back to last save and try again. And the problem with that is the second time I'm less patient. I'm more impatient.
Yes.
I'm more likely to fail, get caught again, and get more frustrated.
And as well with horror, as soon as you have to do it a second time, it is nowhere near as scary.
Right.
As soon as you get pulled out of that experience and there's a menu that says load last checkpoint. Like what the fuck was the only thing that getting caught did to me was make me a little frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't know, stealth is a weird one. Because you could have it like Elder Scrolls or something like that where yes, there's no like mandatory stealth, but stealth is just so goddamn overpowered because you play a stealth archer in any Elder Scrolls game, and yeah.
Okay, I'm wearing the proper mask this time. I have an interesting, maybe not super related question. Maybe it's not that interesting. How do you feel if you are playing a game or watching a movie or something where the main character loses a limb? Because that shit, so any kind of like loss of permanent appendage or something makes me really pissed off. I'm like, that's not fucking fair.
Do you have examples of what you're talking about?
No. Well, so Finn in Adventure Time gets his arm lopped off. What else? I'm trying to remember. There's a character in the McElroy D&D adventure. The dad's character, his arm gets fucking taken.
Yeah.
Both of them actually eventually get it back in very similar ways, but
why does it frustrate you? Okay, so what kind of media are we talking about? Because in games,
right. I can't think of an example that happens in a game. Oh, Sekiro.
Fair,
at the very start. And that I was like, yeah, I think they're putting their life on the line or whatever, right? But they never agreed to like, oh my god, it's just to lower somebody's quality of life like that and then have them keep living.
Well, as somebody who is going through that frustration, I haven't lost the limb, but as somebody who's going through as somebody who's currently going through that.
Fuck my rupees. Go on.
I feel like if you're gonna do it in a game, like in Sekiro, it happens so early that it's not like as a player you're losing something by not having that limb. You're not having. It's not like they introduce a mechanic where like, okay. Because the Sekiro arm, right, that's the main mechanic of the game. You get it so early on that you're not really changing how you play or what you're doing because they lost the limb. Metal Gear Rising.
I feel bad for quitting at that point. I don't want to go out on a limb here. Metal Gear Rising.
There's a point early on in Metal Gear Rising where you're given one of those unwinnable fights.
I hate those.
Where like you just get fucked up so bad, you lose multiple limbs, you go out almost on your deathbed, and then you're rebuilt and you continue the game with it. I'm trying to think of other examples because I don't entirely get your point of frustration with it, so I'm trying to think of what else does it.
Well, it's not fair. I think is like what I instinctually feel.
I mean, I think as a narrative point, it's a very easy, not to say good thing, but it's a very easy thing to do to give that character a renewed purpose to keep going. Like if they, I mean, it's one of the things of motivation.
Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones.
Never really watched
Fair.
it. I think as a narrative device, it's a very easy thing to go to. Of like, this character lost an arm, but he's still trying to be the hero. He's got strong resolve and determination.
Right. I think. I honestly, I don't feel nearly as strongly about it when, like they get a replacement, right? Like a replacement that's suitable. Honestly, I think it's because I put myself in their shoes, and it's like,
Yeah.
that's just, oh my god. Or like, it's the same thing if like a character goes into a coma and wakes up 20 years later, right? It's like that sense of loss. It's like, that's so fucked up. It makes me so mad to see good characters experience hard loss. I don't like it.
But I think that's that's an effective piece of it. I mean, if you're feeling such strong emotions out of it, that's not a bad thing.
Right. I think I was thinking about it because me and my dad have been watching this show called Foundation, and spoilers if anybody was going to watch that show. It's on Apple TV, I think. It starts with okay, so it's a sci-fi setting. It basically starts with the good guys getting outcast. They're set to be potentially executed, and then there's a calamity, like the space elevator gets blown up by terrorists, and they outcast the two instead, and the people who they think performed this attack, they like basically fucking nuke their planets. And then those people in turn go and attack the outposts that had nothing to do with it, and it's just like innocent people getting fucking killed over nothing, like back and forth, and or like characters are just getting murked. Like what is the point in watching? There's like when nothing good happens and there's just people experiencing loss, and that's the show. It makes me mad. I want there to be some reason for them to go on, but there just isn't. Except they have to.
They're one of the... Okay, dude, I have got to piss so bad. I don't want to end this conversation, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Dude, this guy's a piss machine. He lives up to his name. Pissifer.
I can't hear you right now. I'm not a piss machine. I just have a small bladder. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't fucking prod me.
Bladder, baby. Okay? Definitely not going to prod you in the bladder, that's for sure. God, I guess he didn't like Pissifer. It's definitely me problem. I wanna make not an addendum, but not a modifier. What's the word? Something to append my statements that makes them not so strong. So I feel like I'm maybe giving a slightly false impression. Well, we got another bottle. Big. So we got All Knight's Mask, Giant's Mask, Light Arrows, Great Fairy Sword. So Great Fairy Sword comes from fairies in the last dungeon. Light Arrows and Giant's Mask both come from the last dungeon. All Knight's Mask comes from 5,000 rupees deposit in the bank. We might do the same thing I did last year, which is like a dedicated little stream to that, because that's not very much fun to do live. There's nothing to talk about. Well, that should have been... Oh, god damn it. Up to 13 here? 14 for Chicken Guy. And 15 for Dog Race Girl. What else? Did Cafe and Angie's Quest... I'm guessing that's already complete. And Cafe wasn't included in there. So which ones are we missing? Where's Notebook? Let me see. Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh my god. Seriously? Okay. That's fine. The list is fine. Yep. Bombers Society, Anju Cafe. And from Curiosity Shop? I'm guessing that's done. Old Lady from Bomb Shop, that's done. I wonder if Curiosity Shop Man was included. I guess I'll find out. First 4, first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Toto.
Boo.
I wanted to apply something. I am not against like negative things happening in media, obviously.
Yes.
I think that's good. I think it's just I want it to mean something. Like the character should have something to do about it. Like it may not be reclaiming what they lost, but yeah, it should give them purpose, and sometimes it just seems to not to. In that Foundation show, the main character is a girl, and spoilers for the first 5 episodes or so. Her boyfriend kills her senior, the guy she was learning from, the guy who she was doing this whole project with, and then sends her out in a cryopod, like onto like 30 years into the future onto another ship. And it's just like, why the fuck did he do that? She lost everything in an instant, and we don't know why. It was for seemingly no purpose, and it was just like, I was so mad because it's been several episodes. It's like they're not even like hinting at like, why the fuck did he do that? Because they're trying to be like, he wasn't a bad guy. Like, you're supposed to believe that he had a reason, but it's just, oh my god.
I don't know how entirely it'll fit in the conversation, but 2 things. The main one, in the tabletop campaign I've been playing in for 8 years?
Shit.
7 or 8. We at this point have... So a while ago, we had almost like a restructure in a conversation about how it was going, especially narratively. Because I think after that long of doing a campaign, I think in any campaign, depending on how depending on what your interests are, if you're very interested in the narrative, in the story in itself, I think the players and the DM, the players have a right to not be a DM, but if you're trying to craft a story, it's fun to do it together almost, of trying to move along. And
effort.
we had a point where we had kind of been talking about what was going to happen in the future and what the plans were, and in this campaign there's a lot of negative stuff that happens to the characters and a lot of hardship on the characters, and we were having a conversation about a character in particular that I differed from the DM in that after the arc that we were doing was over, a specific character was going to be left. They're blind, and
yeah.
after this arc was over, they were going to leave it as the character was still blind after all of this.
Right.
And I was very adamant that, to me as a player, that felt really shitty, and that I don't know how I'm trying to phrase this. Because it's not like bad things that happen to characters need to be solved. Like,
Sure.
if you lose a limb, you can still go on continuing and living despite that loss.
Yeah, it's not the end
But
of your life.
I think in a story, you, as a viewer and as a player in that specific case, you do want to see things get better.
Right.
Or you do want to see positive outcomes. And I think in the DM there was a switch of they wanted a deeper emotional story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a
Lasting consequences is not. I mean, it matters, but I think they should be consequences and not like happenstance that befalls, like tragedy that just befalls the character through no fault of their own.
You listen to both of those talks I'd sent. That's one of those things of you're crafting something that the players are wanting, right? You're playing with them, not against them, and I don't know. I didn't word it as well as I'd like to. My second point: how do you feel in games where you start with all of your powers and very powerful, and then you are put down to like your level 1, right?
There's been. Can you give me some examples? Because all I can think of is Blessed and.
Did you ever play any of the Castlevania games?
No, maybe for 10 minutes. But I don't think I've experienced that.
In what is it? It's like the most fucking popular one.
Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, in Symphony of the Night, you start with like all of your powers. You're very powerful. You play for a little bit. Dracula takes them all the way, and then you were at level 1 starting the game.
So
I'm trying to think what else does it.
I
mean, there's so many.
Which is an MMO. It starts you off, as like a. You find out later that you were dreaming this apparently, but you start off with like all these powers, and you fight like a little boss thing, and dodge mechanics. They might have just did this for the beta to like give people a taste, but and then you wake up and you're level 1, and in that game you still have, I think, the full spell kit. It's not as advanced, but like you still have plenty of spells to use, which is not as strong. Anyway, I enjoyed that because it showed me what was ahead, and in terms of like an MMO where it's can be very long term before you see that end game type combat. And that's what I'm playing for anyway, so I think generally it probably doesn't feel very good, but I already don't like being level 1 very much. I don't think it's very interesting. So I don't know, that it's much worse than just starting there.
I can't say I've ever felt it was a bad thing. I was just curious.
I think it does rob a little bit of that future glory from the future, where it's like one day I'm gonna be, you know, super strong and whatever, and it's like one day I'm gonna be what I already was.
Right.
Like I already know what it's like, but I'm gonna get back to that. Like it is something to play for, but less of a yeah, I don't know. It's arguably fine.
Oh, with like on the Foundation show and everything you're talking about, it seems like a lot of that happens very early on, right? Like that is.
We're like episode 6 so far.
I think on a base level, a lot of that would be more effective if it had already been going on for a while, right? Loss hits harder the longer you've had the thing that's been lost.
Yeah, that was another thing. Like, it's like the significant other was, you almost knew that he was going to die or something, because they spend like 30% of the episode showing the two of them like making out, and it's like, what? I don't fucking care. Like, they're only showing me this because they want me to get more emotionally attached to this coupling before he or she dies. Like,
one game I can think of that because I know it's a very prevalent thing in games that characters are killed off, or awful emotional shit happens to characters that the character you're playing or the main character you're watching is attached to, but as a viewer or player you are not. I know, just off the top of my head, I can really only think of one. Last of Us. I don't know if...
Oh, I would prefer not to get spoiled.
Yeah, that's I was gonna ask. Yeah, I think that's one that does it effectively, just because, I mean, there's enough build up, and the situation that happens is enough to give the viewer or player a visceral reaction. But I mean, I think it's generally very tough, and like.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that couple, they didn't even, there was no precursors to like why they're together, why are they in love, like through the dialogue. There's like some time skip stuff, so through the dialogue you can tell that they're really into each other, but you don't know why, and you don't care about him for any particular reason unless you're also attracted to him, I guess.
Right.
And then yeah, he does some fucked up shit and then is executed. Like, and it's just like, this is such a waste of screen time. Like,
yeah.
If you want this to be an impactful moment, do a better job setting it up.
If you want it to be impactful, the viewer should be shocked that this character would have done something that they never would have expected that character to do. And you have to have so much build up for them to have a preconceived notion of the things that character would do.
Yeah. Like I could tell it wasn't supposed to be something that he would have done.
Right.
But I didn't care why he had done it. I was just like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, that was part of you being shown who this character is. If they're going to do something terrible and horrible, you should already be fully confident that you know who a character is.
Yeah.
You should be convinced as a viewer that you know that character in and out.
Yeah, that was the thing that irritated me is she was like, oh man, she killed, or he was her, I don't want to call him her master, but like her teacher. She's like, oh man, my teacher's dead, and oh, even worse, my boyfriend's dead. And I was just like, he killed him, why are you so sad about him? God damn it.
It's like things on paper where writers or creators are going, man, this would be really fucked up for this character if it happened.
And they go,
yeah.
I heard that was like how the end of Game of Thrones is written. They saw all these fan theories and they didn't want anybody to be right.
Oh God.
They wanted to defy expectations or some shit. Just pull the rug for its own sake.
And like it's not.
It is.
Like if you want to start off a story, whether it be any kind of media, starting it off with a trauma dump that gives the character motivation, as if you're looking at your character as a
I think
if you want viewer yes, it's a very easy plot hook to go, here's a bunch of trauma for this character that you've just been introduced and now here's why they're motivated. There's a difference between telling you why they're motivated and showing you why they're motivated, or convincing you that this is why they're motivated, right?
I still don't think it's a first episode thing. It's not like a pilot episode, right?
Right.
Because it's like, oh, their dad left when they were young or something, and it's like, why would I care? I don't know who they are.
Right.
I want to like them first and then understand their struggle.
That knowledge of their dad left them, I think if that's going to be given to a viewer or to a player, when that knowledge is it should be finally given to somebody, and when that knowledge is given to that person, you should be able to go, oh,
right.
So that's why they have done these things, and that's why they're like this.
Yeah.
And then you can fit that final couple of pieces in before you start the new puzzle on that character.
You notice like some flaw in their decision making. It's like that doesn't seem like I wouldn't expect them to have done something like that, and then you find out some flaw.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Compared to like an hour or 3 episodes in, where it's like, yeah, my dad left me, so that's why I'm an asshole. It's like, oh, okay. I mean,
yeah, that's oh my God.
You've given no effort into letting the viewer understand this character as a person, and rather just told them, here's the archetype. This is a rogue whose parents died and he was adopted by wolves.
In Earthbound, there's been several villains where it's like, oh, I'm really sorry about that stuff. I was mind controlled, and in one instance, like your party member, they kidnapped when the party member was kidnapped. I finally reach her. She's been like, I'm pissed because she's been out of my party. I can't seem to fucking reach her. I'm doing all this other shit. I've gotten 15 levels without her. Then I finally find her and the guy that took her, and he's like, I'm sorry I took her. I was controlled. You know, it happens. and she's like, he's really a nice guy. And it's like, hey, yo, I took that shit out that was mind controlling you like an hour ago. Why is she still here? And I still hate that guy. They've been building this guy up as a villain, and then they just blue ball you. It's like there's no fight. He's actually a good guy. It's just, and they just expect you to redirect that as the main villain. And it's like, I've never fucking seen the main villain.
It's like there's an added layer of perspective that needs to be had and needs to be considered when you're creating or writing characters or a story of like, you have ideas, and that these ideas are very cool and they make sense to you, but they could make complete utter fucking bullshit no sense to somebody who's perceiving it as a second hand, right? Like if you're a creator, you know everything about these characters, but I don't know, it's
I think I can loosely tie it to the Foundation example. Is like, clearly I'm supposed to be blaming the powers that be for this circumstance, but I don't know what be those powers. So it's that fucking guy's fault for now. I don't have anywhere to redirect my aggression. I'm gonna go. It's fun having a little podcast. I think I'm gonna turn off the stream though.
Get this fucking thing off. Get me off the air so I can say some
everybody.
real divisive things.